Straw.
He's Parker.
Together we are
the
Battle Hammer. Getting good at this.
Yeah, bitches.
It's almost like we can finish each other's
Women.
women.
And today we are doing part 4.
Part 4 of some.
4 of our little Wexodus revisit thing.
Marvelous Exodus, baby.
At that point, the symbol would have flashed up on screen.
Well, you're that cool, aren't you?
Oh yes. So we saw part 1 where we did an anatomy of a card.
Mm-hmm.
Part 2 where we discussed the decks. Part 3 which was posse building. And part 4, this part is a small skirmish game.
Yes.
So what we've done is we've set up the briefest and quickest of battlefields. Now you've seen our battlefields, they are normally hugely, but we thought for this, we just want to make it simple so you can see what's going on.
And also we wanted to be able to shoot at each other without lots of like 3 turns of manoeuvring.
Yeah.
Because sometimes that can happen.
It can, but it's so good.
Ordinarily you would probably have a few more things on the table.
We'd have a lot more things. We would have a town.
Line of sight blocking terrain and stuff like that.
We would have a town set up, wouldn't we? Because that's the way we play. But we just wanted to keep it simple so we could explain everything to you guys as we go. Yes, we are drinking beer. Screw you, it's Friday.
Bitches.
I've gone for a Lawman posse, but it's based around Wild Bill Hickok. I've never used him, so this should be quite fun. Actually, he hasn't got any special rules, so that's good.
Wild Bill hippiness.
Yes, so it's him as the boss, and I've taken the show. I've gone for the showboat posse theme, so I get him. The first slot is Grace Myrtle or another ranger unit. So I've gone for Grace because she's a lovely figure with a great arse. And then for slots 2 and 3, I've gone for 2 units of Ranger Minutemen because you have to have the Ranger keyword. So Grace, Wild Bill, 2 units of Minutemen.
Okay.
Which are like experienced.
Yeah, they're not your deputies, they're your proper law.
Yeah, these are the ones that can
law persons.
They can re-roll hits and stuff, the shots, can't they? Deadeye.
Deadeye allows you to pick off certain.
That's it. Yeah.
Certain members of a group or shoot targets.
Yeah. And they still get the Tin Man ability as well. So when they're all like that,
+1 grit. Right?
+1 grit.
Ooh.
And the leaders get it as well because they've got Tin Man as well. So what have you got, baby? That looks like an enlightened group to me.
It is an enlightened force. They've taken a posse, which is the standard enlightened posse. My boss is Augusta Byron.
Slag.
Who we like a lot. The first choice is a unit of hands, which I've chosen the Abomination Widowers, who are these guys on the slightly larger bases with the
mechanical
spidery legs, because they're really cool. They will get to do a free Trail Finder move. If you've got anyone with Trail Finder, you want to check that first.
Think
start.
Wild Bill does something like that. Forward echelon, as long as this unit is within 3 inches of 2 or more friendly non-disordered hands. Oh, that's blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. No, carry on.
Okay, so then I've got a face unit as my second slot, which is Big John Younger, who's a big, large person with 4 arms, or at least 3 arms and a hand attached to 1 arm. And then for my third choice, I've got another hands unit, which is some Abomination Seekers, which are on like little robots on wheels.
Mono wheels.
So before the game starts, we've already done our deployment. What's
the mission?
The mission is supply run. So
Okay.
there are 3 points on the board: 1, 2, and 3. And
if you're asking what the red dice is for, it's for our turns.
Yes.
So there are only.
If you are in control of 1, 2, or 3, you get a victory point for each one you're in control of at the end of a turn. But to be in control, you have to be within 3 with no enemy within 3.
Coolio.
And that's me. So I've got a special rule on one of my units called Trail Finder. Trail Finder is a unit common rule, so it won't have the full write-up on the special rules. It will be on the unit common rule card, which I've got here. So Trail Finder, after both sides are deployed, starting with player B, which would be you, each player may choose a unit with the Trail Finder and make a free walk action with it. It does not count as a unit's activation. And then we alternate our Trail Finder moves. You don't have anyone with Trail Finder?
I'm just checking now. No, I don't.
Okay. So you would activate someone with Trail Finder if you had it. Think Scouts or something like that. So they get a move. So I look at their quickness, as we have discussed from previous
Episode 1.
Episode 1. So the quickness is 6, so they can make a free 6-inch move at the start of the turn.
Because they're quick and scuttly.
Yeah. As they scout ahead a little bit and see what's going on.
Beep, 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 beep.
On their little spider robot legs.
Beep, 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 beep.
I've got another unit of them waiting to be painted because I
Oh,
like
yeah.
them a lot. Because they just look really cool, skittering around and stuff.
They just, for some reason, they really freak me out.
So, why, before we kind of start the game properly, what made you choose the choices you chose?
Okay, well, as we all know, Mr. Wyatt Earp, he is one tough bastard.
Mm-hmm.
And that gun he's got is really lovely.
Yeah.
But I thought, just in a small game where you're only using 1,000 points, you want to try and bring as much in different things so you can show the game off.
Sure.
Whereas if he was here, he would just sit there going,
Yeah.
dropping you. So that's why I went for Wild Bill, because I got Wild, because I had to order a load of stuff for you. So I thought, I can't order you a load of stuff and not order myself anything. That's just horrible, getting a big parcel. Ooh, no, it's for me. Balls. So I bought Wild Bill and Grace because they go together.
Mm-hmm.
And that's purely why I'm using her as well. I prefer the Minutemen to the normal deputies because they are a little bit tougher.
Mm-hmm.
And they've got the same weapons, but I can upgrade their weapons and I can upgrade more than one of them with weapons.
Oh, okay, because they're an experienced unit as opposed to a regular unit.
Yeah, but I haven't done today. So yeah, and they've got Deadeye, which means, you know, if you are hiding someone in a unit, I go, nah, I don't think so, mate.
Mhm.
Blam. But that's purely why I've taken those today.
Awesome.
You?
Well, I've liked Augusta Byron a lot. She's always been my favourite person in the world, and I just wanted to take two kind of basic hands units and a face without it getting kind of too complicated. But they've got some interesting rules that are interesting without anything that's too weird.
And that's the thing, we've got exactly the same. We've got a
Yeah.
boss, a face, and 2 units.
Mm.
So it's games like this where you'll see just how even
Yeah.
it
And I'm on
actually is.
You're on 1,000 points dead on.
Dead on.
And I'm on 995. So if you win, it's those 5 points
Yeah,
that
go
did it.
fuck yourself.
Would if I could. Oh, see if she wants to.
What is she barking at? Actually, what I'll do, if you just entertain them, I'll just quickly feed her out of the way.
Of course.
Because it's almost her feeding time.
So I can discuss, while Straw's away, I'll discuss my adventure cards. So we've drawn 4 adventure cards. For a 1,000-point battle, you would draw 4. For more, you might draw 5. For less, you might draw 3. Say, it's in the rule book how many you draw, depending on the size of the game. So as we discussed, I've got the Glory and the Guts. So I've got cause a unit to be stunned in a strike action this turn. Well, I'm probably not going to use that because I'm probably not going to get into hand-to-hand combat. However, the Guts side does give me an extra action point, so I'm probably going to use that because that's always handy to, maybe I want to move something up, or maybe I want to get an extra shot off or something like that. Achieve the following: destroy any model with the artifact trait. I'm not going to do that because he hasn't got any with an artifact trait, but again, get an action point, so that's still useful. Destroy a hands unit in a strike action. I could potentially save it for later to, you know, maybe destroy something with a strike, which would be useful. Or I've got an exclamation mark. The exclamation mark is the ability to interrupt. So depending on if he gets initiative, I can interrupt him and go first for that part of the turn, which is potentially useful. Or I could stop him if he tries to do it. If not, I can discard it at the end of the turn. So even if you get some cards you might not use, you can still discard them at the end of the turn, which allows you to then draw new cards. That's all right, I've just got one more card. I don't mind if they see that. Last one, I've got to destroy a hands unit in a strike action. So I could save that with the other one and get 2 victory points. So you could use both at the same time. Also, I've got a triggered activation, which would allow me to activate someone and then a face, which is only him, which again is potentially useful. I could save it.
Someone then a face. It's not.
Yeah. So
Which one was that? What's
the
symbol?
hat.
The hat.
Hat +1 is a triggered activation, so you can activate a unit, and then a face within 8 can activate as well. But it's only a face with a, only a face with an 8, not a boss or a hands unit, which is makes it kind of a bit more situational. But I think maybe it would be too good if you could do that. If you could do that with anyone, like if you could activate someone, then a boss, or unit than a unit. I don't know.
Yeah. So, are we ready?
I believe we are.
Mm.
I'm just pouring a drink, but yeah.
Well, you may pour your beverage.
Thank you, sir.
I'm not that much of a barbarian to say, right, that's it.
Are you sure?
Well, tempted.
You've been unusually nice today.
Yeah. Well, that's because the wife's had to go out and drink, so. Apparently you are pouring correctly now. They've now changed their way they say about pouring drinks.
Ready?
Yep. What happens is if you pour it the way you do, you release all the all the air and oxygen in your drink into the glass instead of in your belly.
Oh, there you go.
So if you drink it like that, it's fine. You know, if you pour it like that, you're getting rid of all of it. If you pour it like this and then drink it quickly, all that
All the
froth,
stays in.
and that's why you feel bloated after beer.
Every day's a school day.
Every day's a school day except for Saturdays and Sundays.
Yeah, unless you go to Sunday school, in which case let's not get involved in religious debate.
No, we will not go. We will not open that door.
No.
So, who goes first? Oh, we have to do
We
thingies.
have to draw. So, start the turn. I'll just turn to page. If you've got 17, if you're playing along at home.
Playing along at home?
The activation phase, or the turn sequence is on 15, and then you follow on page 17. So we determine initiative.
So it's a card.
So we draw our action deck, which is the smaller deck.
Little deck. 18.
I've drawn an 11. So again, we're looking at the top and bottom corner for
Top
those
number
numbers.
in the corner. I'll wave it there in case I do see it on the video and I'll be able to put up
An example.
an example, but probably not. You've had me doing it, editing all bloody week. I ain't doing another game. Right, so
that's you to go first.
And I now draw one to give me my action points.
And I draw one to give me my action points. So now we're looking at the big number, which is the amount of action points you have.
And we reveal it, don't we?
Yes.
2!
So we've both got 2.
So, well, I'm thinking I am going to activate my Minuteman unit because I'm going to need to get closer to these objectives. So they have got a quickness of 5 of your Earth points. So 5 to there. Now you're probably wondering why I'm putting them in base-to-base contact, because you don't have to in this game. You don't.
So 3 inches, the standard unit coherency.
Yeah. But I do it because they get a special rule, which is called Tin Man. So they all gain +1 grit if they're in base-to-base contact with another person that's got that same keyword.
And grit, as we remember, is how tough you are, how sturdy.
So they've mooched forward to there for 1. Well out of range. And now if I want to move again, you see, it costs me 2 action points, doesn't it? Because I've thingied. So what I'll do is I'll just do the dash on top of that, which will then be the 2 points. And that's D5, isn't it? For another...
4 rounded up, 4.
4 rounded up. So they can now... We're just using this as what we normally do.
Yeah, so the walls, the grey walls you can see and things like that are terrain that will block line of sight or be cover. The green little bits are just detritus that's kind of stops it looking too monotone.
Grand, yeah. So what I've done is I've done a move action for 1 action point, but I've done a dash with it, which costs an extra action point. So that's 2 action points. I got an extra 4 inches on top of their move because they've done a little bit of a scuttle forward. And that's me done with that unit. And then we've got some of these from the original version of the game, which we now use. We have to colour those in at some point, which we use for activation markers. So I can place it there, and I know they're activated.
Oui.
Over to you, sir.
Indeedy. So how far away is that? That is 7. So you can pre-measure any point. There is pre-measuring in the game. So I'm going to activate Augusta Byron, who's my boss. She is going to do a move. Maybe will I? Maybe I won't. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll do something else instead. So in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate John Younger.
Big Bad John.
So Big Bad John's got a move of 4.
Wow.
Which I can do that with. So to begin with, I'm going to spend 2 action points to do a move. I'm going to use an action point to make it a dash.
So it's 2 action points.
That's 2 action points. I'm also going to spend 1 of Augusta Byron's fortune. I can spend her because she's got the largesse ability. I think all bosses have it. Allow you to spend fortune points on other people in the.
And it's wherever on the table as well.
Wherever. There's no range.
Yep.
There's no line of sight. It's wherever on the table.
Good.
So I'm going to give that a 3rd action point. I'm going to use that to convert into an action point. Fortune points, if for those following at home, are on
page
14. So I am going to push it.
Push it real good.
I can spend a fortune chip as an action point and may do multiple times, but each additional action point costs me more. So for the first one it will cost me 1. If I wanted to do another one it cost me 2. So that's going to give me 3 action points to do a move, dash, and focus that. Well, actually I'm just going to use that to focus it rather than
it's
action
an
point.
extra +2.
So it'll give me +2. So it gives me a move of a quickness of 4, so I move 4 inches. I've got I'm focusing that move action to give me an
with
extra 2
point,
inches.
so that's
her
extra
point.
2.
So she's she's not pushing it. She is focusing it.
Yeah.
That gives me a move of 6, but because I'm using an action point to dash,
it's
D5. So give me an extra 2, which will be 8 in total. So I am going to
zoom.
So I'm running.
He's putting his head down and he's pegging it.
Whoop, 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 whoop. She's giving him some inspiration, and there he is going to be
lurking behind that. He's a big fella, isn't he?
He is a big guy. So interestingly, he has got a limit of 2. Now, even though I spent 3 action points, that's only 1 action. So I can still do another thing if I had more action points, or if I wanted to spend some fortune.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to be in range. Again, pre-measuring, I've got a 10-inch pistols, so I'm going to be out of range, so it's not worth me trying to get that extra action point at the moment. So I'm going to stay there. Actually, no, because you've already activated. What I could do in this situation, so I have got an action point here. Or I could create an action point, from the fortune.
That costs an extra one, though, wouldn't it? 'Cause you've already
no, that was for focusing.
Oh, focus. Sorry, yes. Yep.
So I could spend another one to activate and have another action, and I could go on lookout or hunker down to maybe either get me more cover or to get me an ability, a chance to shoot back at you. But I know that you've already activated, so I'm not going to bother with that at the moment. So he's finished his activation, and he is activated. So we have both
activated
done an activation.
So it's now.
So you've still got initiative.
I've still got initiative. So here we go again. 2.
Blam. Oh, I'm only on 1, with a 1 in the corner as well. That's the worst possible card.
Yeah. So. Wow.
We are probably, if anything, over-explaining, but we'd rather tell you too much and give you all the information. Let us know in the comments down below what you think.
So again, I have 2 action points. I'm going to activate this unit of Minutemen. I'm going to do the same as I did with them. So it's 1 point to move and 1 to do the dash. So they are on a quickness of 5, 7 in total.
So as we've mentioned, dash, you roll a d10, halve it round up, or d5 if you've got one.
Zoom!
And again, that's only 1, although it cost him 2 action points, it's only 1 action when it comes to his limit.
Yep. And they have a limit of 2. So they're scuttled to there, so they're done.
Crack-a-lacking.
Kaboom!
Well, I've only got a 1. I don't really want...
Cheers, Pruggy.
Cheers to you.
And to you at home.
And to you at home.
And you, ba 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 ba.
Anyway, so I've got 1 action point, which isn't very much, but it does give me potential to do things with, because I've got this fortune here to, mix things up a little.
Mix it real good.
So although Augusta Byron, in theory, you want your bosses to have lots of action points because she's got a limit of 3, so she can do lots of cool things. However, I know that her weapon has only got a range of the template, so me kind of standing here isn't really going to be using a huge amount of actions, so I might use that one to move her. Which sounds a bit of a jip, but because I've got this fortune, I can use that to get the extra move. So she's got a base move of a quickness of 5, which will be about there. If I was to move 7, say, I would be in range of that.
Would that be a focus
cover.
by any chance?
So yeah, I'm going to use my 1 action point to move. I'm going to spend a fortune point to focus it, to give me a 7-inch move, which will put me there. She's got a limit of 3, so I have the potential to do 2 more actions. However, if I wanted to do a second move action, it cost me 2 action points, and I don't have enough fortune to be able to acquire those extra action points. But I could do something else. I may well risk it for a biscuit. I mean, I always do this, but I kind of want to.
So this is where you cock up with her, you do this, or you're going to move her forward, aren't you?
I'm thinking about it.
When you know that the whole point of her is to stay with her minions and fix them all.
Yeah.
No, go on, mate, you run forward into my gun line of death. Wah, 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 wah.
I think right. So, we were looking earlier on at my adventure cards. So I've got a limit of 3. I've only used 1 action.
Yep.
If I want to do a second move, it's going to cost me 2 action points. So if I use this card, the guts side, as opposed to the glory side, will give me +1 action point.
Yep.
And I use that one as well, which gives me another +1 action point. So give me 2 extra action points. So that means I can do another move, which I could focus for an extra 2 inches by spending that last point of fortune. So that would give me another move of 7.
Whoosh.
Which will put me there. So I'm not quite fully in the cover, but I'm getting there. And I'm up the field. Am I within 3 of that? I am just in 3 as well. So I would be claiming that at the end of the turn if she manages to stay alive. Now, she's finished her activation. Anyone with fortune points, they regain them at the end of their activation. So now, oops, I've just balls that up. But fortunately, although she's now in the open, I regain my 3 fortune points, which will probably keep me alive a little longer.
He hopes.
With any luck.
That's the end of that.
They are spent, that's discarded.
So,
discarded.
new card.
Oh, these ones are discarded.
3.
I've got an other 2.
3, you say? So, at this point, I'm deciding whether it's going to be Wild Bill or Tarty McTartars. Okay, I think Wild Bill is going to do some shizzing here. So, his first action is going to be to move. I'm going to focus it. So, I'm on 8.
Oh, she's activated.
So he'll go from there to there. God, I like these measuring things. Then, can I measure tape measure, darling? Thank you,
I love
darling.
these measuring things. Oh, you take measure.
Yeah, well, it's because it's longer, isn't it?
Giggity goo. Everyone likes a nice long one.
Yeah. So he's doing 1 point to move to there. He had.
Not too far that time.
Are you trying to like spill beer and everything all over my fucking carpet?
Yes.
Well, don't. You
Sorry.
bag. Right, so he's moved to there for 1 action. His second action will be to take a shot at Tarty Bollocks.
Countess Augusta Byron.
That's what I said. He's using his Reaper rifle. It's got a thingy symbol. I don't know what the hell that. Oh, it's just for it's a rifle, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep. So he's going to be firing that. It's got a rate of fire of 1. One of these. A range of 18 inches, which is within.
Yep.
Over 12, you're modified.
Yes.
Yes, because it's 13 inches. So I'm modified. So
-1.
-1. Okay, and I've got a penetration of
Long range.
-2.
I'll double check it.
On
Just
page.
because common shoot modifiers are on page 29. Long range, -1 aim if you're more than 12 inches away.
Okay, so my aim is 7, so my aim is 6.
So,
Cover.
So I'm partially obscured
Yeah.
because of the terrain
Wall.
in the way, which is -1 aim.
So okay, so I'm now down to 5,
And
and now I roll to hit.
now you're all to. I am going to spend a point of fortune to immediately go hunkered down.
You don't have to do that yet.
Oh, don't I?
No, you can do it. Just check, but I'm pretty sure you can do it. I roll first, because that way you don't have to waste your point if I don't hit you.
I will double check that. We found fortune, which would be hunker down. Immediately hunker down. See, I could do it at any point.
Straw remembers a rule. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah. Okay, so I'm on a 5 then.
Yep. Plus your dice roll.
6, 7, 8, 9. So that has failed. Ooh, that's not good, is it? So it's 1 point to move to there, 1 point to shoot.
Could spend fortune to re-roll it.
You can,
Lucky
can't
son
you?
of a gun.
I will. Spend a point to re-roll. 7 plus 5 is a hit.
So that will hit. So again, you make 10. So that's put you on to 12. So that's hit.
Yes.
So,
So now you may hunker down.
I can spend a point to hunker down. Hunker down is the blue tokens,
Mm-hmm.
and that means
You're on.
I gain +1 to my grit. However, I am suffering from -1 fight and aim until the start of my next activation.
Okay.
So I'm +1 grit.
You need to do a check.
Yep.
And my Reaper rifle is a penetration of -2.
So -2. I'm at +1, so that's a net -1. I've got a grit of 7, so that becomes 6. I'm rolling
Oh
this.
yeah, you're rolling it.
So that gives me an effective grit of 6. I also have the creation special rule. I can ignore the first point of piercing.
Right, so you're down to 1 point of piercing instead of 2.
So 1 is ignored by the
Yep.
cover. Oh, sorry, not ignored by the cover, ignored by
Hunkered.
the hunkered. So I'm
One
back.
and 1 for
I
creation.
will double check. A thing. I can't remember if I get the grit action because of the obscured. Is it whenever you're looking for one thing?
You can't find it.
Fortunately, there's an index,
Which we love.
which we love. I was playing the grit check modifier is 25. Lovely. Obscured, I do get +1 from the terrain as
Yep.
well. So I'm at +1 from the terrain, +1 for being hunkered down.
Yep.
That
And creation.
and creation ignores 1. So
Yeah.
the creation will ignore 1.
Yeah.
So that's a -1.
Yeah.
+1, +1. So I'm at a net +1.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got 7 becomes 8. So I've
Yep.
got 8. So I need a 2 or more. So I've succeeded in my grit check. I've taken a bullet and gone, ha! I care not about such things. For I am crafted out
Mighty.
of better things.
And then what I shall do, I shall play 2 cards to give me +1/+1 action.
Yep.
And I'll take another shot.
Yeah. Because you've got a limit of 3.
Yep. So, blam! 5
Five.
and 5 is
will hit.
10.
So that will hit. I again am at a 8. 9, 10. I make my grit check.
Blam!
She's known for her toughness.
Yes,
she is a
isn't she
tough
just?
lady. I haven't even used the tough skill yet.
Yeah.
got-
So that's Wild Bill done.
Woo-woo.
And he gets these.
Which is a nice thing. So then
Gone
it's me on
forward.
2
Couple of
action
shots
points.
at the old Countess. But no damage. And the hunker down stays in play for the rest of the turn.
Indeed, until she activates again.
Yeah.
There we go.
Slig.
So I think I'm going to activate my Abomination Widowers. because they haven't activated yet. So they are going to do. So they've got a quickness of 6. I'll give them that. If I can focus it, yeah. So I'll do that. So I'm going to. So you've got a quickness of 6. I'm going to use an action point to focus, which I believe you can do. Now I've said it, I'm concerned I can't do it.
Here's us trying to teach people how to play the game.
Well, yeah. Normally we just play games and hope that people pay a bit of attention.
Yeah, we've got to stop doing this trying to teach people how to play games.
Now we need to do it right, which is kind of the wrong. Yes, I can focus it for +1 action point. So I'm going to spend 1 action point to move, 1 action point to focus it. I could go for the dice roll and go slightly faster, but I could always roll that 1 or 2, which would only give me 1 inch, which would be frustrating.
Because
so
it's only got a 1 inch winky. Oh,
so it gives me 8. And that allows me to bump up into this cover here. Just move that around to her. We're just moving this sort of stuff around because it's not really terrain.
Yeah, it's just there to make it look pretty.
There we go. So they have now moved up into that area, and that is them.
So that's the end of that. So last one then for this turn.
Another 2.
Ugh. Ugh. Gracie McMyrtle, girly birdie boo. Refined is criticals on 9 and 10, isn't it? Okay.
If you want to know what your special weapons do, the weapon rules, people playing at home,
so she is going
are on page 42. So, for example, a rifle means you can attack, use as a melee weapon with no piercing but a 1 inch melee.
Okay, so Grace is going to move 6. She's going to focus it, so that makes it 8.
Just out of interest, you don't have any tainted
No! So that'll move her to there, but I really need the dash as well. So that'll be 2 points to do a move, focus, dash. So that'll get her to there with the 1. We'll put her to there where she wants to be. Then her last action will be click clack.
So now,
take a shot.
has she got dead-eyed?
She has.
Oh, she has.
No, she's got headhunter. Sorry.
Headhunter. What does that do?
Oh, she has got dead-eyed.
Okay, so without measuring it,
that's within range.
I'm not sure if it's slightly closer or not. But normally, if, for example, she was back, say, 1 inch,
yeah,
you would have to shoot at her. Sorry, at
them. Unless she's got dead-eye.
But she does have dead-eye, so she can shoot at Augusta Byron.
Yep.
Quite happily.
So, I see you, bitch. Click, clack. So it's a range of 18. We know it's within range, but let's just check it's bound to be modified because I think. Oh, it's bang on.
So that's in.
Yep.
So you're in a foot.
That's what she says. It's.
So you don't get the -1 for long range.
However,
you do get -2.
Yep. Her aim is 6, so it goes down to 5, down to 4. Roll to hit, so I'm looking for a 6. 3, no. So,
do you want to use a point of fortune for?
I don't, because I've only got the 1 point.
You can largesse with wild bills.
Oh, I can, can't I? That could be a re-roll, wouldn't it?
It would.
Oh, do I want to save them for next turn? You see. No, wild bill will go. Fucking sort yourself out, Gracie. So I will do the re-roll. 8.
That will hit.
That's a hit.
So what's the piercing on that?
-1.
The piercing's -1. I ignore 1 point of piercing because
Yeah.
of creation. Then I'm at +1/+2.
Mm-hmm.
So that puts me from 7 to 9.
Mm-hmm.
So
you roll a 1.
Although I need a 1, technically I need a 1 to make 10, but a 1 is still a critical fail.
Yes.
So I will always fail on a 1, even if you modifiers suggest otherwise. Mine would
Complete opposite. So, blam, shot's gone.
She's taken it like the bitch she is.
Yeah. But I hit her.
You did hit
She's
her.
like, oh, that was in my booby, or was it someone else's booby? That's it.
That is turn.
No, you've still got
Oh yeah,
your
I've still
bitches
got
to
my.
do. Yeah.
All right. So I've got 2 action points. So I think I'm going to activate my Abomination Seekers.
Because you can't activate the same.
Nothing else to activate.
You can't activate the same unit twice.
No, exactly. And I'm going to risk a dash.
Ooh.
So I'm going to spend 1 action point to move, 1 action point to dash. They have got a quickness of 7.
Ooh, they're quick, aren't they? They're quick.
Well, they're on little robot wheels. So they're. Oh, they don't have that.
I am missing my bikes. Moving like so. Oh!
1. So they only go 1 extra inch.
You really went hill start, didn't you?
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to spend 1 of August Byron's chips to
Reroll?
Lucky Son of a Gun, and I'm going to re-roll that.
That's
8.
better.
That's better. So that's a 4.
Isn't it nice playing and actually having a rule book?
Yeah.
Instead of having
especially
to,
this size, actually, we like having.
I love the
rule book.
A5s.
It's a lot easier to flick through.
Yeah.
Softback. I mean, I like, obviously, everyone likes a nice big hardback book to read through at your leisure, but to actually play with.
Playing with is
much more.
perfect size.
So 7,
So on.
8, 9, 10, 11. So it gives me an 11-inch
Zoom!
zoom, zoom, zoom.
And of course, haven't they got that special ability? If they go over 7, then they're shrouded.
They do. So provided
Yeah.
this unit has made a move action of at least 7, it counts as shrouded. Unfortunately, that would be the end of the turn, so they would lose it.
Yeah. Basically, they're kicking up a smoke storm,
Yeah.
sandstorm as they're riding
Going
along.
very, very fast. Hard to hit.
Zoomy! McZoomo! Zoom!
I'll just move those in a line there. They do have the skirmishers rule, so they could, if they wanted to, split up.
Be more than 3?
More than 3, they become 4 inches.
Does
doesn't
that
sound
extra
like a lot,
inch
but
make a
yeah.
difference? Oh, yes.
I think when you spread them out as a group, yeah, it can do, especially for templates and stuff like that. It's going to make a big deal.
Yeah. So that
We have activated.
is
That a turn.
the turn. So now we look at our cards.
Yeah, well now we'll go back to, again, that was the activation phase. So now the resolution phase. You can move unengaged models. So if, for example, I was engaging straw with a unit and my weapon had like a long 3-inch weapon and he only had a little 1-inch,
I would be able to move
he'd be able
in.
to move in and do something about it. Then we can discard our unwanted adventure cards.
And take all of these counters.
So I will discard that one.
I am discarding 1.
I'll keep that one.
So I draw 3.
We don't draw until the initiative phase. Just to, no, it doesn't matter hugely, but it,
Yeah,
it does
okay,
kind
that's
of
fine, that's
matter.
fine.
Then we check victory conditions. No one's won, but I am within
Yeah.
3
So you get
inches
1
of
point?
that, so I get 1 victory point. 1 point. No!
God damn it!
So I am in the lead.
Yeah.
I'm sure that won't last.
Let's hope so.
And then we start the turn anew. Then we determine initiative. Oops, that's
So it's
decided.
1 card.
1 card from there.
16.
46.
What? That'll be you then.
That'll be me. So I am going first, and then we draw adventure cards.
Now we take
and then
our
we begin
New
turn
round.
proper.
1, 2, 3. So that's a turn. That's how easy the game is.
Yep. We've made it sound more complicated because I've been yabbering on.
Yeah. Oh, that's
You're
handy.
not supposed to agree.
Sorry.
Oh, we like dick. I, however, quite badly need to pee-pee.
Well, you better go pee-pee then,
I
haven't
will
you?
do that.
Oh, that's a good one to have. See, that one's not so good. So I shall do what you did last time. So what I've got this round for my cards, this is quite an interesting one because when we were playtesting, this was never an option. In the guts section, it's 1 unit gains +1 mind. Now that's really useful against things like the Watchers that can do mind attacks and stuff like that. Probably pretty useful against the Warrior Nation as well. I haven't had a chance to actually have a proper look at their stuff, but it's got to be mindy and wizardy stuff. So that's no good to me at all. But if I flip it around to the other side, if you destroy a hand unit in a shooting action, you get +1 victory. So I can't use that one, but I can use that one. So that'll go in my little rack, glory side up. So I always like to have a little rack, just so you can place your cards, and the side that's going to be important to you, you can put at the top. So again, same sort of thing. And if I get to do that, then it's another victory point. And then I've got 2 with these. The glory ones are possibility of using, but that's an interrupt, and that's a nice one. A unit gains +1 aim. Wow, that's really good. Where the hell did that come from? Yeah. But hopefully I'll be going for the other side of that, and you'll see that if it happens, which I hope it does, because that's victory points. So those are spent. Make sure you get yourself some nice chips for this. You're playing a Western game, you want to have your proper chips. We're lucky, we got a set for all the PlayStation and stuff we've done, gold ones. Always believe in your soul. You got the power to know you're indestructible.
It's true.
Always believe it. Completely lost the plot there.
So what cards did you get?
I'm not telling you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, good thinking.
Yeah. Stupid boy.
Sir.
Yeah. We pause it, you can rewind. I said good day, sir. So it's you to go.
It is me to activate.
And we're going for our points. Activation points.
APs.
Oh! I said good day, sir. That's a whole 4.
Reasonable sized 3.
4 of your English pounds. Whoa. Wow. Now it's got interesting.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So one thing I really like about this game is, although, so a lot of games have this kind of first turn blurriness where you're moving in, but because of the way that you can spend your action points and your fortune points, you've got a much better ability to move into the kind of field of where stuff's going on.
It's very fluid, isn't it?
Yeah. You can spend those points to kind of get your manoeuvring on. So, I've got 3 action points. She's only got 1 left, so maybe I want her to go.
Because it will then. See, again, that's the thing. You might not want to use her yet, but if you're going to want those points back, you're going to need to activate her. Oh, Big Bad John. Wow. Where's my phone? Take some piggies because this is looking. We don't normally get to see all the troops out like this. It's normally buildings and shit in the way. I don't like getting shot. Go away. I don't know what to get next for my lawmen, you know.
No?
No, because there's not really a...
I know what I thought you would get next.
What?
Would be the Armour Justice box. With the, you get
Morgan and the dogs and the robots. Yeah,
that's Morgan, 3 robots, normal robots, 1 big robot with a grenade launcher type thing, and another couple of dogs whom you love. But you don't need the extra dogs. But I mean, you want
really?
The dogs.
You say I don't need the dogs? Yeah, I thought about that.
Or maybe Bass Reeves, because then he allows you to use your Warrior Nation as well.
Yeah, that's But there's nothing like big and scary. It's all just. I mean, you get that fucking great big snake. I'm like, I don't really fancy playing against that. Thank you very much.
That's what you need to get. Judgment.
Oh, the
big tank. The big.
I would love to have some of those, but I just.
Yeah.
We can't afford that sort of stuff. I mean, they're all resin. They look lovely.
Oh yeah.
But.
So
We are penniless.
So what am I going to do?
I think you're going to just give up.
I thought about it and then I changed my mind. Actually, no, I didn't even think about it, to be honest.
Makes a change. I normally win these games.
Boo! I think I know what I'm going to do, actually.
What are you going to do then?
I'm going to measure some things. That's what I'm going to do.
what?
Measure some things.
Yee-haw!
Those cards.
You don't like those cards.
There's a specific card I really want.
What's that? Get a boss into the centre of the table?
No, the recycle fortune points. And I can activate someone else and have her recycle them without
Yes.
destroy that and do that into that. Okay, so
I found one. Destroy a support, right? I'll go the other end of that one.
That's it. But it's nice that you can still potentially use
Yes.
those. And even the ones you definitely can't use, you can still recycle very easily in the next turn.
Yes.
You're not stuck with stuff you can't use.
Yes, you're not lumbered.
So could do that. Oh, they've all got dead-eyed anyway, haven't they?
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter really.
Deep Madness
Yes.
is now June. They were trying so hard to get it out now, but it's Chinese New Year, isn't it?
Yeah.
China basically
If you
shuts
miss
down
it-
for 2 months.
Yeah, and if you miss it, then that's it. Go
But
with
Rising
that.
Sun is on a boat apparently.
I'm on a boat.
And was
What
it
am I gonna
next
do?
week Hate starts?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. I think a lot of games are now going for that, aren't they? Your normal miniatures, then your leader's a little bit bigger, and then your other leader's a little bit bigger. Not sure how I feel about that. Is it a board game or a miniatures game?
I think it's a board game with miniatures, a la what they've
A la
done with
all the other stuff.
Yeah, as far as I know. But we haven't heard a huge amount about it yet.
But it's Adrian Smith, and his stuff is just like, I love his art! It's awesome!
Literally nice.
So, what are you going to do, bitch?
I don't know. Mother fudger. You fudger of mothers.
Fudges, we better give up then.
No. I'm going to activate my Abomination Seekers. I've got 3 action points. They've got a quickness of 7.
Zoom!
Which becomes 9. Can put me to there-ish. So I am going to do a focused move. So it gives me a 9-inch move
Yoicks!
with the unit.
Yoicks!
Oops, to there. To there. Oops. And you go through to there.
Okay.
So that should put me within 3. Yep, those 3 will be within 3. And then it leaves me 1 action point left. And I am going to...
Shoot by any chance?
I am going to shoot.
Oh, you've got pistols on those, haven't you?
They do only have pistols, so they've got a range of 10.
Oh, that's within range.
So I don't know if that the last couple will be. Yes, they will. They will be within range. And they've got a rate of attack 2.
What?
They've only got aim 4.
So...
So now you pick the initial target,
Okay.
and then you work your way from the closest person to the furthest away person.
Okay.
So I have the tasked special ability, so I have to pick the same unit. If, for example, I slaughtered all of these and had a
rather
bunch
you
of shots,
didn't.
if I did and had a bunch of shots left, I couldn't then use those shots on this guy because I have the tasked rule.
Right.
However, if I didn't have that rule, I could
Work your
kill
way
a guy
along.
and work my way along.
Okay.
Or if there were other reasons that I couldn't do that, then I couldn't do that. So I'm going to do them in 2s because they have a rate of attack 2 each.
So, target here?
Yep, so that'll be my initial target because he's the closest guy.
Yep. Okay, so, you're on, what's your aim?
So I'll start with the furthest guy away, makes sense. So my aim is 4. I'm actually going to, what's the word?
Focus?
I am going to focus.
Okay.
Which give me an aim of 6.
Okay.
I'm in short range. There's
I'm
no
grabbing one
cover.
of these. Grabbing one of these.
So needing 4s to hit.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
that's
that's
2
2
hits so
hits.
far.
That's 2 hits. I just need to check a rule. 2 seconds, darling.
Okay, sweetie.
We are being very nice to each other, though, aren't we?
I'm generally mostly nice to you.
Oh, that's because you're a pussy. Sorry. I know what page. Oh, God, I remember what page summit's on. Shit! Okay, right, so you've hit him, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to... how do you do take one for the team? Is that a point to do that?
I believe it is a focus point, yeah. Sorry, a fortune point, which will be 15.
It is. It's
14.
on page 14, actually. So, Wild Bill is going to spend one of these to force the target onto him.
Okay.
Alright. So, you've hit him. So, roll.
So I've hit him twice.
Yep.
Well, so he'll be the first guy. So I now have to kill him. Now I have to pour my shots into him until he's dead, and then I can move on to the next guy.
And you've hit him, haven't you?
So I have hit him.
His toughness is... his guts is 5.
Grit.
6. Because it's
He's
in base.
touching and person in base. You can't focus it because you can only focus in your
I
activation.
can hunker.
You can hunker. Hunker cats.
Ho! So they've suddenly come under fire. Drop to the ground. So he is on 5. Hunkered gives +1.
Hunker's +1.
So I'm on 6. Your penetration?
Yeah, I don't have any.
No. So I'm
I
on.
don't have any pierce.
Basically, I'm on 6. So I'm on 4. Yep.
Success. Kapla.
That's the first shot.
So the second shot on and again it's on that
Same
guy
bloke,
specifically. He is fine. So I've had one guy.
So he's fired.
Yep.
Next one.
So the next one. Both hit. So again it's on that guy because he is now the initial target.
No. Yes.
So unless you can re-roll the no,
Oh, I
you won't kill him.
can't. So he dies. However, because I took one for the team.
With a face unit.
Oh, what? I did this again. Oh, you cock. My whole plan failed. Read your cards.
Read your cards.
He's dead.
Right.
Okay, so now you've done 2. So your third guy.
We'll probably go on to him because he's the closest now. One hit.
1 hit. I need 4. 4. Fourth one.
Yeah, fourth one. 2 hits.
Ugh. Okay. And last one.
Lastly, by all means, loosely.
Oh!
The crit sadly does nothing.
No.
But that is 2 hits.
6 and 9.
Oh, did you take the fact that you won't have...
Yep. Yeah. Oh, I did for that last one, yeah.
Cool.
Ugh.
Well, there you go. Crikey.
Wow. So, all that fire, 1 dead.
That was my last action point. And also I've got a limit of 2. So they've moved, they've shot. Even if I had other points to spend or other things to do...
Unless you've got a card that can...
Unless I can allow myself an extra limit. But otherwise they can do nothing. So they will stand there having activated. But they are fortunately now shrouded because they've moved more than 7 in a turn.
So, me, I'm 4 points. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate...
Eruption, and he's going to win the Robot Wars Championship.
No, I'm going to activate...
Oh, you won't have watched it.
I don't watch it.
They had the I don't want to too random tangent, but you know we like our random tangents. So they had some international fighting, and it was the Brits versus like the rest of the world's teams, some of which were American, some of which were from other places in the world, and we just destroyed them. It was so good. There was a guy called Terror Turtle who was the guy who ran it, who owned the machine, was the previous director of Greenpeace.
Oh.
And that's one of the reasons he got into roboting, because I want to use stuff and I want to reuse stuff.
That's interesting, yeah.
It was really cool. But we basically went donk and he went meh.
So they keep the hunker, don't they?
Yes, they do.
But now
until
I activate them,
then they
so
lose
that now
it.
goes.
If you want to activate them now,
Yeah, I'm
then
activating them.
they will lose it.
So, 4 actions. They've got a limit of 2. So what I'm going to do is my first action is to fire on that lot. I'm within range. They're using their rifles and go along. They're on 1s. So 1, 2, 3, 4 shots, but they're all the bloody same, aren't they? So we can do it here.
So you're going to be in close range because I was.
Yep. So this is the first action, and they're opening fire.
To re-roll to hit.
Re-roll to hit because you went back
shrouded.
quickly. I am going to do that. Unit gains +1 aim.
Very nice.
So my aim is 5 normally, so my aim is 6 now. This then drops down to 5 because of your shroud.
No, it's a re-roll.
Oh, it's a re-roll. Ah, oh, I was in that then. So, 6s, looking for 4s.
No, as in I force you to
Oh,
re-roll.
well, blah, blah.
So crit,
Hit.
so you can re-roll the 8 and the 4.
Re-roll them both. No. 2 double ones there. But that's 2 hits. They're criticals, but it doesn't do anything.
Okay.
Modifier is -1.
-1. So I've got a grit of 4, which will be a net grit of 3. I don't have any other modifiers. So I need a 7, which I got, and a 7 again, which I'll re-roll because that's about as proper count. Which I get.
Oh!
Go team.
So that's 1 action. I'll spend 2 points to shoot again. So again we're on 4s to hit and you're still shrouded.
So crit will hit.
That'll hit. These 2 will re-roll, I presume. Only 1 that time.
So as we determined before, I need a 7. 5 won't do it. So you kill the closest dude. It looks to be this guy, to the closest to the unit. So
I still have 1 point, but I'm at my limit of 2, so I am done. Does this stay? Oh, it doesn't matter, does it? So that's them.
I believe it's for the activation.
That's for the activation, is it? I'll just put that there then.
Yeah.
And put that there. So they are done.
So both 1 man down.
That was shit.
Man not hot.
Okay. New card.
And it's me to go first. Oh, a big 4.
Oh, I get the 3 this time.
Who likes a big 4?
Actually, I'm going to interrupt.
I'm going to interrupt your interrupt.
Good, that makes you waste a card.
Ah!
See? Poker face! Can't read my, you can't read my poker face!
You were just like
poker
Lady
face,
Gaga.
poker face. What?
Lady Gaga.
I think you'll find Lady Gaga's got a bigger penis than I have.
Well.
Hey!
So I've got 4 action points. Now, what do I do? So I could activate Augusta Byron, send her around, she's going to get turned into paste. I could activate my Widowers. He could go around and do some damage, but I've only got a limit of 2, which seems like a waste with my 4 action points. Same with John Younger, he's only got 4 action points. But maybe I could really push him up and see where he can go. So I think I'm probably going to do that. Or do I just do something else? Maybe I will activate Augusta Byron, knowing full well that she's not going to do a huge amount this turn. But that's 4 action points though. I could move Hunker, go on lookout. Move Hunker, go on lookout. Just going to check some things. So if I want to hunker down, that's a move action. And if I want to go on lookout, that's a combat action. So I'm actually going to activate Augusta Byron. So she becomes unhunkered.
Yep.
She loses the hunkered down condition during her activation. I am going to spend one action to move. She's got a move of 5, so she can quite happily get to there and touch this. So now she won't get, if she's trying to shoot over it, she doesn't get the negatives for that piece of terrain. Got 3 action points left. I'm going to spend 1 action point to go on lookout. So going on lookout, if you shoot at me, I can take a shot back. Obviously she's only got a range of that, but it's still a thing that is worth doing potentially.
Oh yes.
And I've got 2 action points left. I'm going to use both of those action points to do a move action, which is hunker down. Because hunker down is a move action, because I've already moved, it will cost me 2. So that's all my 4 done, but fortunately she gets her
points back,
which is very good. So she just hovered in there, she's literally poking her nose through that little window.
All I can see is a hair.
Yeah, just her hair, like, right, go on guys, go on, fuck 'em up.
Okay, so I've got 3 points. They've gone, she's gone.
She has gone, so I need to give her
yes you do.
thing.
So, if I shoot at her, however, 3 points. 1 to move.
Oh, and it's turn 2, isn't it?
Yes, turn 2, yes it is. So I could move the boys forward. I've got to put this a 5. Dash would be 7. 7! Is that enough? Got it! Oh! Still missed.
I still missed, but I got it off the rim, giggity.
Yeah.
Like
So
rimming.
7 will get them to the cover. So first action is a 2-point action activation, which is a dash, which puts them at the wall. You know what I like about this game? It's not a case of, oh, we've got to rush into hand-to-hand combat.
No.
Because that's not what it's about unless you get the strike cards, but then you still want someone that can fight in combat. So that's 2 actions to get to there. Third action will be to open fire.
Right.
On your spud monkeys.
On my spots.
On your spods.
Okay, so you don't have the issue of this. You are...
I'm touching.
I can't remember what it's called. There's a rule for it. I will just see if I can find it. Shouldn't be too hard, giggity.
I'm right on it, baby. So yeah, it's called in cover. Hey!
Page 21. In cover. It's a free action. You then don't count. You are obscured, but you don't. I don't count as being obscured in that piece of terrain. So we're kind of standing on.
Why? Just notice that all the dice are in 4s.
How do you mean?
I've got like 4 different types of D10 from Wexodus. They're all different colourings. And there's 4 of each. That's really weird.
Do they do them in?
Because one of these came in the box, didn't it?
Yep.
I don't know what set it was. That one? Is it that set?
That
that came in the box.
Just the set that comes in the box.
One of these sets I got with the original box, and I've no idea where the other 2 sets come from.
No. I've got ones that came in the new box and then ones that came in the old ones that I bought because I really liked them. Kind of
yeah, yours are purple, mine aren't. That's just stinky Pete.
Got them because I liked them.
Yeah,
I saw them when we were at Salute, I think. Or
Salute.
Expo, I forget
can't
which.
wait for Salute again. I love Salute. Right, so they've moved to there, and they are now all going to open fire.
Yes, at my spots.
Yep. So they've done 1 point, 1 point to do a dash to there, and 1 point left to do a shoot. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots. They're just going into your spods. And I'm at -1.
You are at -1 because of this piece of cover.
Yes. So my that's right. Okay, so I'm on an aim of 5, so I'm on an aim of 4, so I'm on 6s to hit. Clack, clack. 1, 2, 3 hits. Their rifles are refined, so that's a critical, which is irrelevant, but just means you can't thingy it. So 3 hits.
For example, if you were shooting at these guys with shrouded, the 9s would
yes,
be the thing.
they'd be fine. So 3 hits.
3 hits. I'm gonna spend a fortune to hunker down.
Yep.
Which makes them hunker down. Cats. And then I have to make grit checks.
Yes, you do, sir.
So
3 of them.
You say. So you've got a grit of 4.
Yep.
What's the pierce?
The pierce of a chase rifle is -1.
So -1. So the cover
Is ignored.
it effectively negates that. So that's -1 minus. It's +1 -1 +1. So my grit 4 becomes grit 5.
So 5s to save.
Because you're shooting at the same unit, nor in theory you should do these like roll, 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 but we know where we're taking people off because it's the closest target.
Ooh. Just so you know, it's a 2, 3 and a 9, so that's 2.
So the 9 will succeed.
Yeah.
Fortunately, Countess Augusta Byron, any friendly unit excluding this unit within 3, which they are, gain the tough special rule. Tough special rule is
Reroll fails.
Reroll fails. So that's 2 and 3. I can reroll. Again, needing 5s.
Still fail.
Again, both fail. So even if I wanted to now, I've got this fortune. I could, in theory, spend to reroll, but I can't because you can't reroll a reroll.
Yeah, that's an important one. That
So those 2 guys are both deaded.
because they're the closest. And that's those 3 points spent.
Kablam!
Because it was 2 to dash and then 1 to shoot.
Wee wee!
New round. Not new round, but new activation.
Thingy.
Ooh.
Got a big 3.
2. Oh, and they've activated.
Well, they've activated, so let's go with.
Well, it's just.
He's big. He's bad.
His name's John.
It is. It is
Oh,
actually. His name is
Big Bad
Big
John.
Bad John.
What have you got Gary written on your hand?
Gravy.
Whatever. That says Gary.
It's gravy.
That says Gary. Gary.
Gravy.
That's Gary.
Gravy. That's gravy, you cunt. You know it is. It's gravy because I wrote a shopping list and then as I was literally halfway out the door went, gravy! Scribble. It was an extra thing I needed. Because you can never have too much gravy.
Oh, God, no. Jamie thrives on gravy.
So... so, Big Bad John.
Big Bad John.
3 points.
Big Bad John. Wow.
I could go with those. Get them in the cover and do a similar thing. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Or maybe I won't. Well, either way, it's them or them, isn't it? It's not a huge amount in it.
Yeah, you've only got John or the Scuttlers.
I do want to check. So, moving over terrain.
Base height,
yes,
isn't
base
it?
height, yes. So, here's a thing that hasn't necessarily been mentioned as yet, but is a kind of key thing with the game. So your base height is the same as the width of your base. So I'll just pop that there so that we know where he is and isn't. So for example, Big Bad John is on a medium-sized base, so he can just go over that piece of terrain without a bother because that's the height of his base.
His base is bigger than the scenery.
Whereas if I was using I'll just move him out of the way. If I was using a Seeker,
There you go.
his base is not quite tall enough, so he would have to spend extra move to get over that, to clamber over it. Whereas he's quite tall and can just stride over it in a manly manner. If you were to have
a bike
or a vehicle or anything with what they call an oval base, which is kind of stadium.
2 seconds. I shall get one.
I wasn't sure if you had any
I have.
within reach without digging.
I don't have to dig. I've moved all my boxes round. Here we go. Wow. I will. You could. Yeah. Reinforcements.
So Straw has a motor, an interceptor with with what they call an oval base or a stadium base, but it will be an oval base or MO. So it's the side of the base, not the length of the base. So the length is just to fit the model on, but
And that can still jump over quite happily.
Can still jump over, so we can
pop a wheelie or a bunny hop.
And off he goes on me. Or I imagine a part of it is also he's fast enough in theory that he can whiz around it or whatever. So that's what you're looking at.
I tell you what, I like that little rule.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it saves a lot of
faffing.
Inch height and fuck off. I don't want to know that. I just want to be able to go.
Yeah, he can get over it or he can't.
Oh look, there you go, straight over.
Yep.
Oh, there you go. Quick and easy.
So I know that Big Bad John can move over that without an issue. And also, if you're shooting at people and you want to know exactly how high they are, generally speaking, you can shoot at their model. If you're not 100% sure their base width or their base size is how high their model is. And I think, although it doesn't necessarily look right in that he is clearly taller than that, generally speaking, your miniature's going to be, they're a person, they're going to be...
A lot of times people forget that, this is a static pose.
Yeah.
You know for a fact that she's not standing there like that all the time. She's not ducking and diving. And that's what,
cover and stuff, yeah.
That's what you want.
So, I'm going to activate double BJ.
And he's walking away?
I'm walking away! Like that song by that guy. He does all the push-ups.
I have no idea.
What's his... Craig David!
Big Bad John.
So, random tangent.
Oh, not again.
Oh, we've got to. It wouldn't be us if we didn't do random tangents.
That's very true.
So, Jamie Oliver's got a programme on at the moment called Friday Night
Cooking.
with Jimmy and Jamie or whatever. Anyway, so it's cooking and stuff, but they've got a calf on South End Pier.
South End?
Yeah. And so they get random celebrities pop down, and they've got Simon Pegg. He's a famous person. He's done a lot of stuff. He wrote the latest Star Trek film. He's in Ghost Protocol and stuff.
Star Wars.
Big
Star Wars fan.
Liv Tyler, Lord of the Rings, massive, film star person.
Ooh, yeah.
Right? Warwick Davis, the guy who's shorter.
I see what. Oh yeah.
Oh, Iris Ed, yeah.
He's been in every Star Wars film.
Yeah.
Well, apart from the first one, he wasn't in.
Started
Star
in Jedi.
Wars. Yeah.
Started in Jedi.
He's
But
been in all of them since.
then.
Yeah. And his daughter is even in.
Oh really?
The thing. She's one of the weird thing. He's in what's her name's bar.
Oh nice. That's good. That's nice.
Keep it in the family.
Why not? Why not if you can?
If you're all short, keep it in the family. Yeah. Guy's great.
And then
I do like him as well.
All of these film stars and really wow them, and then Craig David. I'm like, oh really? Craig David?
Who?
Who? He had some songs out.
Ice. Oh shit.
But Tish. So anyway, I should probably activate Big Bad John. He's got a quickness of 4.
That one.
I've got 3 action points. So that means
Big Bad John.
I could do a focused dash move with those 3 action points, which I'm going to do. Yeah. 3 action points.
Yes, 3 action points.
3 action points. I'm going to do a focused dash move. So my dash is going to be 6, which becomes 3. So it gives me a 9-inch move.
Oh, here he goes. Look at me running over here to claim this one, you bastard.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But I could also go over there. I'm going to do this. So we know we've established that I can get over this without any bother. Near bother the new. And then I'm going to go to there. And then... So I've used up all my action points. Oh no, I can't do anything else. Ba-da-da-dum.
Oh, it's a +2 as well.
+2.
Oh.
So... I do not need to spend... So I've got the skill Gunfighter. So Gunfighter, if you've got a pistol, means you can double your shots at a -2 to hit. So because I've got gunfighter, I don't have to spend an action point. So I can spend 1 action point to shoot, because I'm not doubling up on my actions, because that was all one move action, not a combat action.
Yeah.
So I'm doing combat action, which is to shoot. I don't have to spend an action point to use revolver fan. I can spend that action point to focus it.
Yep.
So that doubles my rate of attack, which is 3. So I've got 6 shots.
Yep. I'm
focused. I'm revolver fanning, so I've got an aim of 5, -2 for revolver fan, +2 for focus, hitting on 5s.
Yep.
So I've got 6 shots, hitting on 5s.
Cover is irrelevant.
Cover is an unwell pachyderm. From closest point to closest point, you measure it.
Yeah, so first one
might be,
second one,
second one no,
no,
then we'll see how we go from there.
Yeah, they'll be all dead by then once.
Yeah.
I like the little laser as well. It works really well on the thing. Did you see it?
Oh, the pointing, yeah. We are good.
No, we're not.
So I'll do the first 3 shots because they'll effectively work from this guy and down the line.
Yep.
So I'll do the first 3 shots and then we'll do those.
So blam blam blam. Oh,
so that's a bunch of misses.
that's shit.
That is, so that miss I couldn't re-roll even if I wanted to.
Because it's a 1.
I do want to keep hold of this fortune
Yes.
because I want to keep people alive. So I'm not going to spend that to re-roll these, which makes me a bit sad. But we shall see what we shall see.
Nah. Stop it. Whoa. Oh, we are so
And I'll
late.
do another 3 shots and needing 5s. Come on, baby, like my proverbial fire. So the 3 will miss.
So
So
it's
I won't
2
re-roll.
hits.
It's 2 hits.
It's on the first guy, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Well, it'll be the first. So the first one will hit the first one. If he
It's
dies,
still the first one, isn't
then
it?
it will go through to the next
So
one.
he is on a grit of 5, which will be 6 because he's in base to base.
I've got a pierce of -2.
6 on my 4s, so I am on 6s.
Wee.
Yes, no, but he's only got one thing, so. Motherfucker.
And then that's it.
Yeah.
If you'd have failed both, it would have been that one and that
Yes.
one. So he's killed a goon, a goober, some schmuck. And I need to pee again. It's not the tiny bladder. It's the large amount of visceral fat weighing down upon it. That's what it is.
Oh, that and the fact that you guzzle like a guzzle thing. You're like one of those American cars. Guzzle gasoline. So he's gone.
Just call me the Hummer.
Call you something.
He has now activated.
Put your fucking star by there and feck off.
Yes.
Right, so back to me with my 2 whole points. Bugger. So my plan at the moment is she's gone. I'm not bothered. They haven't gone. So bring Grace possibly to here. To then possibly take a shot at John, or Bill, move him to here so he's in cover and open fire on them. Oh, that bike is not there. So I'm just looking at my cards to see if I can get any VPs out of this. Ooh. That's a hands unit, that's a hands unit. I can get a point if I can do some damage, if I can take out a unit. Well, that's just not going to fucking happen, is it? But I could play that card. That might be interesting. So his rifle's got a range of 18. So the range is not an issue. So 2 points. That'd be 1 to take the shot. It's gonna have to be to focus it. So still only one point though. Ooh. Well, I said good day, sir. So what I'm gonna do is
Cry and run away.
cry. No, I said no, sir. What we're gonna do? Can I have your extendable, please, darling? Just measure between Grace and Big Bad John. Get out of it.
You're within, and you're just out of 10.
So I'm within the amazing golden 12.
You're within the golden foot. Gold foot. Oh. Random town. Brief. Very brief.
Oh, for fuck's sake! I'm trying to play a game.
Very brief. Very, very brief.
Pants.
So,
See what I did there?
Sue Perkins, Chimps.
Monkey
There was a
thing.
program.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
Yeah.
One of them had a superfluous extra nipple. Just a thing that one of them...
Did all the others burn it?
No.
And say
and
it
then
was
she
a
was
witch?
like, oh, what a proper Scaramanga Bond villain that is. And I was like,
Oh!
fucking hell, you are now my new favourite person.
Sue
You
Perkins
recognise
is
the
fucking
Scaramanga
awesome.
extra nipple. I'm like, I'm done. That's
She's
it.
awesome. She really is.
Amazing.
Did you see any of her trip down the Ganges?
So good.
Oh,
So
we
good.
got to the funeral city and I couldn't watch.
No, it was mad.
I was
wasn't
in
it?
fucking tears, mate. Right, so
Sorry, but that was brief. And I
it
had to
was
do
very brief. So Myrtle, you little old tart, is going to
Crime went away.
2 points. So I'm going to have to focus shoot Big Bad John.
Double BJ.
Oh, Big Bad John.
He's big. He's bad. His name is
So,
John.
She's on a aim of 6, which will be an aim of 8.
No modifications.
No modifications. 10.
Oh, here.
Only just.
Only just, but
So
only just
clack,
is good
clack,
enough.
boom, with her rifle, her chase rifle. That's a -1.
-1. I am a creation, so ignore the first point of piercing.
Okay, so that's nothing then.
So that gives me a grit of 6.
So you're looking at 4s, fella.
I am looking at 4s. I'm going to roll that and see what happens.
She's going to take it like a
6 will
bitch.
do. Fortunately for him, he's made of tougher stuff.
So you might think,
Quite literally made of tougher stuff.
you might think, oh well, you know, everything's going to die really, really quickly. It can do, if they're bods, if they're the heroes, they can last a little bit longer because their grit is better.
And of course, you've got the fortune.
The
for
fortune as
rerolls.
well. So Grace has been.
She gets her fortune back.
Gets her fortune point
She
back.
hasn't moved, no. She just stood
No,
there in the
just
open
stood there.
like a pleb.
So I'll just keep that, mate, to hunker down if I have to.
whatever stress.
And it's your go, and you've only
Yes.
got
I've just got
Spider Boys.
my Abomination Widowers, of which there are now only 3. So, draw for actions. Action points. So I want 3 action
Oh, yeah.
points.
Completely forgot how the game was played then. 2.
So they will just move. So they've got a quickness of 6. That's within 6.
Fuck
And
you,
they
buck.
will wander to there.
Negates a point of thingy and
so
gives
they
them
don't
a
get-
point
oh,
of
they don't get
choo
hunted down anymore.
Yep.
So that's 1.
Whoa.
So then they're going to do a focused. We've got 2 action points. They're going to do a focused
Shot.
shooting action
Deux points
against these guys.
on those guys.
So they've got a rate of attack 1 each. So that's 3 shots because they're.
You know what I'm liking? I'm loving this. You've got, even though they're here, that.
Yeah.
You know, it's 40 cows and go, charge! Oh, fuck off! This is.
They're hiding
No!
there.
No!
Like, how many great westerns and or
It's
western-related
all
films
about-
and they've all hid behind a bar and just shot over
Ah.
it? Do you remember Desperado with
Antonio
Antonio
Banderas.
Banderas in his guitar case and the shootout in the bar and they're both
Yeah,
like just doing that? I love it.
Isn't there in Face Off as well, isn't there, with John Travolta
think
and
so,
Nicolas
yeah.
Cage in their.
Because that's, you
That's the
know,
way it is. I mean, it'd be funny if I got into a gunfight. I would be hiding behind something and just every now and again poking my gun up, or I'd be hiding behind Chris because he's uber hard.
I can't remember where I saw the stat and I'm sure it's bollocks, but I think like 80% of shooting is suppressive fire and not actually aimed at anyone. It's just like
Yeah.
guns,
You just
guns at them.
fill the area with lead. Someone's going to get hit.
Yeah, and hope that they don't shoot back.
Yeah.
That's kind of it.
Yeah.
So they're going to shoot. So I've got 3 shots.
But just we say guns are bad.
Guns are
That's
bad.
why we live in England.
Well, guns are. I mean, they don't have a concept of moral.
It'll be interesting when we
But they
play
are basically-
Shadowrun. I'm quite looking forward to running Shadowrun. No idea why, but I'm really looking forward to running that one.
I know. I've suddenly appreciated why. Are you going to have British gun rules?
Oh no, it's worse.
Oh, really?
It's worse than Shadowrun.
Is it? So they have more guns or less guns?
You have. If you.
I'm alright.
No.
No?
You're
Magic?
going to have to get registered when you go to England. Well, if I start you in England, or if I bring you to England, Magic users have to get registered. Any cyberware has to get registered. England is fucking crazy, mate. I'll tell you what, it's interesting because I got the London source book fucking years ago, and you read it, and it was written before current history has kind of
Yeah, 'cause
gone
it's got
on.
to be, what, 15 years old?
Yeah, it's a bit weird because
It's got to be more
that
than
rule book is 2050 something, and we're now in 2073. So it has really, really moved on another 20 odd years. But in the rule book, in the London source book, like Charles was king briefly, and then he abdicated, and I'm like, oh my god, this is really weird.
spooky.
But I've actually someone has actually done me the honour of actually printing me off the 5th edition rule book.
Awesome.
That certain person went, I caused a bit of a kerfuffle.
Oh, really?
Poof! I clogged up the machine for the entire day. It's like 400 odd
Winner.
pages.
Boom.
Well done, Liam, George, we love you. And he's getting it bound for me as well.
What an edge.
Yeah. I can't afford £44 for a
No,
fucking
right.
rule book.
For one book.
Yeah.
Madness.
That's like 5, 6, 7 years old.
So anyway, my Abomination Widowers are going to shoot at your Minutemen Rangers. Or Ranger Minutemen.
Well, are
whatever
you
that is.
now?
Ranger Minutemen or Minutemen Rangers?
It's Ranger Minutemen.
Ranger Minutemen.
I quite know where the Minutemen bit comes from.
Minutemen is, I believe, the American like militia. At some point,
Yes.
known as the Minutemen.
Yes.
Because they had to be ready in a minute or
Yes,
something like that.
that's it, yeah.
The only reason I know that is from Fallout 4. Nothing to do with actual history.
Fallout
Just
4,
Fallout
which
4.
one is that?
It's the latest.
That's the
Fallout
later
game.
one, yeah, I don't think I played
I
that
think it
one.
was on the Xbox One.
I think I played 3,
That's pretty good.
which I loved.
Well, that's great.
And then my computer crashed and burnt. Which now means I can basically reinstall it and start all over again.
Woohoo!
Oh, it's a good day, son.
So,
Have you seen random tangent from straw? Games coming out, big games coming out 2018. Everyone's like all binary about. Have you seen? There's a couple of pirate ones, but there's a really, really good pirate one coming out.
if I have, I don't know.
Yeah, there's one that
specifically what it
looks.
is.
There's one something Thieves Sea or something. It looks very kind of cartoonish. I'm like, oh. But there's another one coming out that looks just fucking immense. Can't for the life of me remember what it is because I don't play computer games. And
computer game.
and
right.
more the point, State of Decay 2. You know how much fun I love
Yep.
my little zombie game.
And
That's
it's out on the Xbox as well, I think.
yeah. Also, I love that game so much. Right, kill me.
So I've got a grip. So, 3 action points. 1 to move.
Yep.
2 to do a
Focused aim.
focused aim. So it gives me an aim of 6. I ignore this one.
Yep.
I do get that one, so
Yep.
-1 for that.
So you're on 5s.
fives
So
to
you're on
hit.
5s to hit.
Blah, 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 blam!
Hit
Hit,
crit.
hit crit. So you can't force me to re-roll the. If, for example, you were shrouded in some way, I would still get that.
No,
one.
but Grace will get them to hunker
She
down.
cannot.
She
has no
can't! Oh, you slag! No, she can't. She
doesn't
hasn't
have a
got
large
large
yes.
yes. Oh, Grace, you whore.
She's a face.
You might have a nice tight ass, but you're a whore.
So that's 3 hits.
Yes,
Lucky
so I am on.
I've got a pierce of -2.
It's -2?
Yep.
Shit, the actual bed, so my my guts is.
Grit.
Grit.
Is grit.
Grit guts is from Deadlands, isn't it?
Mhm.
Which is the same bloody thing. So I'm on 5, so I'm on 3s.
But you get +1 for that.
4s for the cover.
So needing 6s.
6s.
Nope.
Nope. Nope.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. All of the nopes. You can't-
Wow.
Yeah, if you had fortune, you could, but you can't.
Yeah, that's like
Expensive.
3 dead.
Oh, nice.
Gun down.
See,
Wow.
you were all busy doing this, and they were just like, beep, boom,
Beep, bop,
blam,
beep,
blam,
bop.
blam.
So my guys have gone, hold on, they've stopped firing. Why have they stopped firing?
Because they're waiting for us to do this.
Oh, I said,
Oh.
fuck you, sir. Oh,
But you did take the right ones off because it would have been
Yep.
closest target.
Yep. Oh, guys, help. Oh, shit.
So they've moved, they've fired. Even if I had more points to potentially spend, I couldn't because they got a limited to.
Unless you got a card that ups the
Indeed.
limit. So, oh, that was me, sorry, I've still got my... No, hold on, you went first, didn't you?
But they are done, yeah. So you've still
So
got
I've got this
whoever
one.
you've got, which is Wyatt. Not Wyatt, the other guy.
Wildy Billy.
Crazy,
Fuck. Well, that's
crazy
just
William.
torn every pissing thing, isn't it? Okay, so Wild Bill is going to spend his first action out of his 2 points of actions to move. He's got a quickness of 6 of your English 6ness, so he's going to move to there, touching the barricade.
Touching you.
Touching me. People are perverts, yes we are. So he's moved to there, and then he's going to take an shot at those. So he is on an aim of 7.
Yep.
Short range. Nothing. That's short range is irrelevant. So
That's
7.
You rolled a 1, didn't you?
I rolled a fucking 1.
This is a critical fail, so even if you had
Clack, clack.
fortune to re-roll with, you couldn't re-roll.
Yep. The bullet is stuck in chamber.
Sad face.
So that's fucking card. Come here.
Almost feel bad for you.
No, you don't. No,
I
you
said
don't.
almost.
Oh, right. So, you said it's a practice game because I'm losing. It's a
No,
proper game.
this
I'd have won by now.
still counts.
So, that's him done. That's it.
So we are both done. It's turn 2.
So that card can go away.
We know that turn 2 has taken a long time, but we have done some slightly random tangents, and more importantly, we've been explaining every tiny moment.
Now we're on to turn 3. So, what happens? Oh, Bill gets his points back. That fucking time.
No, he does. Oh, yeah, at the end of
Yeah,
action.
Bill gets his points back. Fuck you. Those go away. 2 there. 1.
They are now no longer shrouded.
No, they're not. Mwahaha, fuckers.
So let's double check the things that say the thing. Move unengaged models, so there's no one engaged, that's fine. Discard unwanted adventure card.
Oh, yeah. I'm discarding that one, so I should take 3. 1, 2.
I'm going to discard both of
3.
mine to draw 4. 1, 2, 3.
Really? Ugh.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We don't draw these. In theory, we don't draw these yet.
That doesn't make any difference, does it? Really?
It doesn't make any actual difference in the turn of things. So we check victory conditions. So
1.
no, I don't get 1 for that because you are contesting.
Oh yeah.
I do get
1
1
for that. Yeah. So you're on
Put
2
some
points.
Dos.
Dos v 0.
Dos Piontes. I don't like no food with bits in. God, I hate those people.
Who people?
People who don't like food with bits in.
Food with bits in.
I don't like food with bits in. Well, people who like gonna get into a controversial conversation. About stuff.
Go on.
People who move to Spain and don't eat Spanish food. Like,
Dicks.
then don't fucking go.
Don't move to Spain.
Don't go. Fucking idiot. Don't like no food with bits in.
Well, fucking
If
stay in
food's got
England,
bits
you
in,
cunt.
Fucking egg and chips. That's all I want.
Someone called our language colourful.
Colourful.
I prefer the term fruity.
Full of swearing, you motherfucking fudger.
I prefer the term fruity. Have you got your cards?
Although fruits can be colourful.
They
I
can
do have
do.
my cards. I'm just reading what they do.
Right. So, initiative for turn 3.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Bam! 40.
Oh, fucking hell.
2!
Well, that was shit, wasn't
That's
it?
good.
So
And
you're
then
going
actions.
first.
I'm going first. With
3.
3 of your Earth action points.
Ooh. Oh dear.
Not gonna happen, he says, but I'll keep it just in case.
I can't believe we're off to see Storm next month! Yay! I reckon we should try to push our luck and try and get an interview with them. Yo ho, Mexico!
So 3 action points, you say?
So John's going to go 1 action point to 2 action points to dash, move to there. No.
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 I stay here.
No lemon pledge.
No lemon pledge. So I could try and shoot her. Shoot her! I could try and shoot her, actually.
Don't you be shooting Grace.
So I need to be within 10 because I've only got a 10-inch range, which I don't because I was just out of 10.
So you're going to have to move. That's 1 point. And then focused shot.
I could do that.
That will probably make me sad.
With any luck.
Yo-ho, Mexico, put my car. What the hell does that even do? I'm looking up a rule.
Do
the funky gibbon.
What does what do?
Drag.
Oh, you can manoeuvre people. You can
Oh, is
pull
it?
People. You can
Oh,
them,
nice. And pull them in and then stab them in the face.
So...
Gains disorder to move D5 towards the model.
Disorder's pretty good, though.
That's
nothing
pretty
else,
fucking
D3.
awesome.
Is it on a crit, though?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's the frustrating thing.
But she's got rate of fire 6 for the lasso.
I feel that
she's
that
pretty
is
good with a
an
lasso.
inappropriate thing.
No, she's pretty good with a lasso. It says 6. Oh, nice inches.
Diggity goo!
No!
My goo!
Nothing like a good 6 inches.
Nothing like a good
6 inches up your bum.
Right, anyway. I think I'm going to shoot her!
No, I said no.
Yeah. I said...
Bum, 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 Papa Dom.
You know what? No. I'm not going to shoot her. I'm going to activate my Abomination Widowers.
Oh, God. Beard Minis, watching back the Battle Hammer of Beard and laughing at the important questions which have been Goblin asked. The first vegan in the battle cave. How do you milk an almond? Or the exceedingly erudite. So how do you like them apples? Apples, big fan. Fuck them in the bum. Apples don't have bums.
That sounds like the sort of thing I would say. Yep.
Apples don't have bums.
So I'm going to activate my Abomination Widowers. They are going to shoot the glass. They're going to shoot this dude.
Roll.
So within short range, that's fine. They don't get any minuses from this. They do, however, get a minus from that. Or rather, he does. So they're tasked. So even if I shot him on the first shot, I couldn't then move my shots around, which normally you could do.
Yeah.
So I've got 3 shots. I'm just going to roll them.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to focus this first lot of shootings.
Yep.
So that puts me on an aim of 6.
Yep.
Becomes an aim of
5 because of
5.
cover.
2 5s. That's 2 hits.
I shall spend a point from Bill to get that chappie to hunker down.
Wee.
So my grit is now 5, 6, modified to -2.
-2.
5, 4. Ooh. 2 hits, looking for 6s. No.
So he's dead as
He's very dead.
Davy
Jones and his locker. He's a very dead man.
Very small. That was brilliant. Did you see the measure at the end? And they measured. They did back to back, and he was slightly taller. It's like brilliant. You're even shorter than him.
Yeah.
So good.
We're hosting it next year.
Are we?
Yep.
Nice.
We'll be a lot funnier.
So that was the first action. So I've got 2 action points left, which I wasn't expecting to have. So,
bollocks! I'm going to lose this one. Wow.
you shouldn't.
But it's only a practice game.
You didn't
so.
have the crutch that is Wyatt Earp.
He's not a crutch.
He's a fucking.
He's not a crutch.
He's another word beginning with C that ends with unt.
He's a. I can't think of a word that starts with C and ends with unt.
Caroline Unt.
Did something unt? No.
Cantaloupe Unt.
Cantaloupiant.
So
a member of
they've
the
got
cantaloupian species.
So they've got 2 action points now.
Oh.
And they haven't moved.
You're buggered, ain't you?
No, actually, I'm going to move because they can move still.
Yeah, that way, obviously. Huh?
So they're just going to.
Dude, I'm trying to help you out here. Go this way.
I don't need to. So they're going to just hop over here again, as we've determined about
Yep.
base size. So they're going to pop over.
Scuttle over that dirty little slaves.
Every day they're scuttling.
Scuttling.
And although they're split up a little bit, they're easily within 3. And they're now up against that wall, which they will gain cover from, because they make a free in-cover action at the end of their activation.
Wow.
And that is them. I've even got another action point to spend. No, I don't, because I focused, aimed, and then they had 1 action, which is that. So that's that then.
Okay. Wow, that's fucked everything up. Well, I'm going to go down
Sucking
town.
cocks.
I'm going to go down sucking cocks. So, my minutemen
Wee.
are going to spend 1 action to shoot those little buggers.
Wee.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4, on an aim of 5. You haven't moved, so
Correct.
they are just on a 5+. 1, 2 crits. Do I want to do a... I think Wild Bill's going to go re-roll that one. Fuck you! In the bum. So it's 3 hits. The chase rifle, so those 2 are criticals.
Mm-hmm.
And that's 3 hits.
Okay. So they've got a grit of 4. Is there any...
There's a -1.
-1?
1.
So we'll just roll them as a group.
Yeah.
So yes, succeeded. The -1, that will fail and that will fail. So that will be 2 deaded.
Blam!
Oh, no, I'm over here. But they're still deaded.
Mm.
So we'll take the front 2 away.
Blam, 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 blam!
They will feel sad about their lives.
So it still leaves me 2 points. So the last 2 points, shoot again. Again, needing the same number, which was 5s.
Same number.
I don't know what it was. It was a 5. Yes. 1, 2, 3.
Boo on you, sir.
And I will 4. Blam, 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 motherfucker! Sorry. -1s. Because of my chest rifles.
Sevens. Needing, so I've got a grit of 4, -1, no other modifiers, needing 3, needing 7s. No.
Is that 4 noops?
It's all of the nopes.
Oh.
So because there's no one within range.
1, 2!
You fucking
Hey! Up your bum, up your fucking bum.
How much do I hate you? Let
I
me
had-
count the ways.
I had two cards that said, achieve the following: destroy a hands unit in shooting, +1 victory point.
Boo on you and all who sail in you.
And that is
So as
them.
we've discussed in this video and others, action adventure cards, totally a thing.
That's them done.
Be aware of them.
They're fucking awesome.
Nope. Speaking of which, I should probably look at mine.
Swat. Okay, so that's that. Who next bit?
That's not happening. That might happen. That's not happening. Okay, fine. Well.
Now, are you ready?
Wee. Bam!
Oh.
A big DOS.
Uno.
Uno momento blanca.
I like it right in me bum. That just came out completely wrong.
Blanca? Blanca's a member of the Street Fighter crew. He's the guy who turns himself on electrics. Woohoo! I just like doing it just to fail at life. One of the many reasons why I am bad.
It's
at
them
things.
moves, mate. You can't throw the fucking
Yeah,
counter.
right.
Your moves are in way.
Moves. I've got those moves.
Like
Jabba.
Jabba.
I've
You've got those
moves.
moves like
Jabba.
I think we've got to do another BHN soon, Battlehammer News, because that was just so much fun to film. And I think maybe for next Christmas we'll release a Battlehammer karaoke CD.
No.
No,
If you,
not fucking.
if you hate yourself, you'll love.
If you want to die horribly.
So I'm going to activate.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when it come on you? Get sticky.
Getting sticky with it. No.
Get sticky with it.
No.
That bright wasn't too bad.
No?
That was very, very shadow running. If you'd put more internet matrixy stuff in and upgraded the police weapons slightly, it would have been shadow run. Fairy lives don't matter today.
Apparently it's very. I haven't seen it, but I've heard it's like Alien Nation, the original film.
I've never
Feels
seen
like
Alien
that.
Nation.
Alien Nation. Oh,
Never
great!
saw it.
James Caan and Mandy Patinkin, as I believe, is the alien pod guy.
I don't know. But it's really good because he's an orc. Because we
Orcs.
we have our own view of orcs, don't we?
Yeah.
Depending on whatever game
You
system you
gain
play.
those
And he
prejudices,
was
if you like.
very much. They were very much shadow running orcs. Really, yeah, I liked it. It was not a bad film. Get rid of Will Smith because I don't like Will Smith very much. I'm not saying you're a bad actor, Mr. Smith, but you just fuck off my screen. Get off.
So I'm going to activate Augusta Byron because I want me some of these.
Yeah, I'm fucking hearing that.
So she's going to go.
Go, Gadget, go!
She's got 2 action points left.
Run away.
She can. Sorry, she becomes
Unhunkered.
unhunkered and unlookouted. She's not going to move.
See, now you're playing her right. I can't fucking kill her.
So for 1 action point, she's going to hunker. For 1 action point, she's going to go and look out. So one of which is a combat action, and the other one's a move.
Oh, you're a
She's going to go
cock.
back and do that.
Hey, you're a cock, aren't you?
But
Yeah.
I do get those points back now.
Yes.
Gives me 3. And what's this say? Achieve the following at the end of their activation. If one of your boss units is within 5 inches of the centre of the area of play, gain 1.
Screw you,
point. Like
hippie!
what she is there. Oh,
Screw you!
That's nice.
Yep. So you're on 3.
Puts me on to 3, and she's now got her fortune points left. Ready for fortuning. Oh, the only problem with them, because you can see what they are on the. I feel so like I need to line them all up.
I know, but aren't these the best poker chips we've
They're
ever?
very, very pretty.
They're fucking lovely. Because ours are the gold.
And they've got a good weight to them.
They have.
Weighty, just like my
Belly.
gut. Yeah.
Okay, so, Wild Bill is going to do.
Bill.
Bam, 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 bam.
So we started this video really well.
And now that's beer.
Well, no, to be fair, we're on turn 3. If you haven't kept up, it's your own fault.
We've descended into anarchy.
Wow.
So Wild Bill is going to move
Like Jabba.
with Dash.
Wee.
Oh no, because that's going to cost him 2, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Has he got a point to spend?
Not yet. No.
Ah.
But then again, let me just
Can't
have.
spend her points because she.
I don't fucking care about that. Let me just shiz. That'll put him to there. It's what 3.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. That will get him there, so that's okay. So he's going to move. To there. Which will put him within 3 of that bastard. And that's that. Spent. And I get those back. Fuck you in your bumhole.
Okay.
Next action.
Skadoosh. A big DOS.
Wah,
So
wah.
I have only to activate John Younger, and you have only to activate Gracie.
Big Bad John.
John. He's large and unpleasant.
He's very large and unpleasant. He's got 4 arms, which is just...
Well, he's got 2 arms, a weird extra arm, and a hand attached to one of his arms.
Yeah.
There's a lot of weirdness going
Lovely
on.
model. And
It's
you've
great
done a
model.
cracking job painting as well.
You make me blush, so.
No, your stuff is... You are a better
It
painter.
does take
But
long.
you do spend 57 hours painting. I just want to get a base coat on them, get them on the table and go, hey, you can't tell the difference from that far back, can you, you bastards?
So I am going to do a
Rah.
thing.
Rah, rah, rah.
Hopefully she'll be dead at the end
Rah.
of it.
I hope not. I like Grace. You can't kill Grace on her first outing. She's a virgin. Like a virgin.
Woo!
Bumped for the very first time.
Ow.
Ow, ow, ow! Ow. Stop it.
So I'm only just out of that. And then... Ooh, looking at my cards, looking at my cards. My cards, not your cards, looking at my cards. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum,
Come on then,
bum,
bitch.
bum.
What you gonna do?
I'm measuring some
What you gonna
shizzle.
do when they come in you?
Oh, so I'm 11. I'm like 11. 4, 6. Oh, that's a roll. No. So
That's a
that's-
chicken roll.
So I'm going to spend 1 action point. I'm going to move.
Any mountains.
Move 4. Oh.
Oh, here we fucking.
No. I was thinking of another game.
Oh.
I was like, I can move to there, and then I'm in cover because I'm within an inch of the cover. But I'm
No,
not,
wrong
because
game.
it's the wrong game.
This isn't Guild Ball.
So I'll go to there, which will put me in 10, and then I'm going to pew 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 pew, motherfucker.
Well, you can try.
So I've got. I spent a move to action. I spent an action to move.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna spend another action to shoot
Yep.
her. I
In
don't-
her sexy bum.
I'm gonna spend
Oh, +1
1 action point,
Oh, action point to
and
focus.
I'm gonna use that to focus. Yeah.
It is a lot quicker if you haven't been drinking.
Well, it's a lot. We are making a point of like I'm doing this.
Yeah,
and you're
explaining
moving here.
everything.
So I've got 3 shots because I've got a rate of attack of 3.
Because
I'm
you've
not
got
going to do the
4 arms.
revolver.
Yep.
Revolver fan. So I've got an aim of 5 becomes an aim of 7. So needing 3s to hit. I'm all shooting at her.
Yep.
She's the only person within range.
Yep.
So blam. That's 3 hits.
I will spend a point from Spunky McSpunkbag to get her to hit the fucking dirt, Grace. You're about to get blown out of the fucking... So, her grit is 5. What's your modifier?
Mine's 2 because my pistols are juiced.
5. 4, 3. Hunkered gives you +1. So I'm on 4.
You should probably do these one at a time.
Yep.
Because now we're needing to understand what metal does.
So 4. So 3 hits.
So the first one. needed
First one
6s.
is on a 4.
No, you needed. Oh yeah, you're on a 4.
Yeah.
Sorry.
First one saved.
Yeah.
Next one. 4. Third one.
So you had a
9.
4. So you failed that one.
Failed that
Let's
one.
Try and re-roll it.
Reroll. Boom.
You have succeeded.
Grace fucking Myrtle dives to the ground as big old bad job. She combat rolls. I just need her to jump up now with this one action and go, hello. So that's him done.
It is him done.
Oh, lovely action though, isn't it? It's very cinematic.
Yeah.
So Grace is last person to activate with her 1 point. So this goes.
Yes.
And with her 1 point. 1 point on the table. I will then spend that to focus. Take a shot.
Big guy.
Ooh.
Big guy,
Oh
large,
no!
unpleasant.
Actually, I'm gonna.
Large,
I
unpleasant.
think she might be using her chase pistols for this one.
Ooh.
Yeah. Range of 10. It's well within 10. Rate of fire 2. So she's gone clack clack boom boom boom. Normally got fuck this. As she's diving on the floor to avoid all the shots. She's like,
my face, not my beautiful face.
so I'm on an aim of 6. So I'm on literally just forced to hit. Hit.
So 2 hits against me. What's your pierce?
Pierce on a chase pistol, McMaddo, is -1.
So minus
Your
1.
creation,
I
so
have
that
got
ignore
creation,
that.
So ignore that. So that leaves me on what I'm normally on.
Wow.
I'm gonna hunker down with Augusta Byron's
This,
fortune.
you only do that to hit, can't you?
Yeah, you just hit me.
Oh yeah, of course I did. Twat.
So that gives me an effective grit of 7.
Okay.
So base 6 plus 1. I ignore the 1 from that because of creation.
Yep.
So 7 needing a 3, which is successful. And
Yep.
for the second hit is a 3, which is not successful.
It's a
and I
1,
can't
and you cannot.
re-roll that.
Ooh!
Even if I wanted to spend things, I cannot
You
re-roll because
cannot.
it's a critical
It's
fail.
a critical failure.
Fortunately, I have the skill Metal, which is a common
Metal!
rule, so it'll be on your little common rules card. And if we just read it out, the unit does not count as being wounded by a failed grit check and instead is disordered, even if not normally able to be disordered. So he's disordered, which is the little red question mark. So that is what he has
Which
got on
does-
him now. If it's already disordered or the hit caused by the weapon is with a piercing of -4 or greater, it cannot use the metal unit common rule. So I'm disordered. So now you look at the negative conditions card, which is yonder.
It's the other one.
Yonder cats.
Oh!
He gains tasked. So again, I can't shoot at people who aren't in the same unit. And my limit is reduced by 1, so he now only has a limit of 1.
Oh!
He loses it at the end of his next activation.
At the end.
Of his next activation. But you can spend fortune during their activation, so when he activates next turn, I could spend a point of fortune to remove that condition,
Yeah.
and then he'd be alright again.
So that's Grace done.
And that is, as we were talking earlier in one of the previous videos about how faces and heroes and whatever, they can like live longer. So he was wounded, but he's not wounded. It's not an extra wound, but it's an extra level of defensibility.
Yeah. Defensibility. Good.
Words, man.
So that's Grace done. So she gets her thing back.
And I kind of like the cinematicness of he's just like blam 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 missing out, and she's just like
She's because she's like had the rifle.
yeah, yeah.
She's like thrown it. Combat rolled out of the way as all these shots going. Pew, pew, and pulled out pistols.
yeah,
Awesome.
awesome.
That's the end of that turn.
End of the turn.
I need to wee. It's that
I need to win
exciting.
as well, yeah.
Well, we're not crossing the streams.
No. So we've done all of our activation phase, the resolution phase. We move unengaged models. There's no one engaged in combat. We discard unwanted adventure cards. I am going to discard both of mine.
I think I might be doing the same.
I am. Yeah, I'm losing both of mine. And then we check victory conditions. I gain a victory point and Straw gains a victory point. Because I've got this one and Straw's got that one. So I go up to 4 and Straw goes up to 1. He goes up. Yeah, he goes to 3.
Whoa.
And again, a massive. I don't want to like give Straw a pat on the back or anything, but because he spent those cards earlier on, and he used the guts, or I forget the guts, so he used the glory to gain the extra victory points. It's a massive part of this game where you are thinking about those adventure cards and how you're going to use them, and how they're going to be best used. It's all very well having 8 action points. If you use them and they just fluff about, then there's no real effort in them.
Does make a difference, doesn't it?
Massive. Unlike other things. And then we determine initiative. Straw needs to urinate. I also quite badly need to pee. So I'm gonna get both a drink and pee in a bucket. Wait. Ow.
And tag.
Right. So in a second we'll be drawing these for initiative and then we'll carry on the turn.
And I'm back. Hello. Okay. I'm sure there are channels that could pause the pee breaks, but oh fuck that. We're human. Well, allegedly. So this has been a really kind of game. Very, very close. I got a point from that, didn't I? So I'm on 3. Done it. Well done. 3, 4. Ooh. So we're now on turn 4, Parky. Yep. And I like it. It's set at you know, set at your limit. So you just crack on with it. And it basically means you're not going to be fucking about for like first couple of turns. You are going to want to get in there, try to get the points, try to do the damage, and just try to get some points, basically. So I need these to die. I need to move her away. Because otherwise he's going to get one there, I'm going to get one there. So as it stands, next turn is going to be another 1 point each. That's as it stands. Just got to look at my cards. I'm discarding that one for a fucking start. So I get an extra activation. Or there. I'm discarding everything, so I'm drawing 4 cards once the old Parky boy comes back.
Ahoy! Interestingly, as I overheard Straw mention whilst I was dealing with my bladder issues.
Whilst you were draining Tiamat, the
indeed.
7-headed dragon, which means you really need to get the doctor to get cream.
Well, you know. So interestingly, as Straw was mentioning about a 5-turn limit, and there's 5 turns, no more, no less. One of the few 40k YouTube channels I watch is Winter's SEO, and I really like his stuff. But it's when you get to that, like, well, if you roll a 4, we go to turn 7 and you'll probably win. If you roll a 3, we'll stay on turn 6 and I'll probably win, and I'll win. And it's like, actually, as much as I like the variation of being unsure as to your turn, because it feels a bit more like narrative or realistic,
yeah.
I actually really like that you know where you stand.
Yeah.
And there's no like, well, I've won, haha, 4. No, I haven't won, we've got another turn and now I've lost.
Yeah.
And it's like, actually, I was planning for this and that happened. And I get that that's potentially more realistic or whatever. Anyway.
Yeah. 1.
Also,
2.
1, 2,
3. 4.
Come on, baby.
Say you love me.
5, 6, 7 times. Yes, please.
Yeah, that's a
Probably
possibility. Okay, I'm not sure about that one. Oh dear. That's a no. But that's okay.
It's not right, but it's okay.
That's a fucking definite no, because I've never even heard of it. That's a worry, isn't it, when you get a cardio?
Yeah.
I don't know what... I have no idea what that is. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Stupid game.
Just like real life.
But it's such a fun little game. That's why I'm looking forward to playing Twisted. Because this game incorporates cards, and I like them. I don't like Malifaux, because it's just...
I can't get my head around it.
I can't get my head
I'm
around
sure
it.
once someone shows me, it'll make sense.
But you know,
until
Twisted does the same thing. You have a deck of cards, but you each kind of play with it, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the eyes of the
Scenario
engine. But that's another one that we're going to be getting to. So, are we ready?
Draw for initiative. Start
Yeah,
turn
yeah,
4.
yeah.
Bam!
Turn
I'm on 15. 15.
I am on 40 That's a 4 gone. Bastard!
Ooh, so
Oh,
you're
I
up
said
first.
good day, sir. Yeah, I'm up first, so I'm going with a 2.
And I'm going with also a 2. I'm going to interrupt.
Are you now?
Mm-hmm. So, I've got an interrupt on my guts, which is the exclamation mark. It means I can In theory, I can beat him on the initiative, but only for this activation. So I'll get an activation, then he'll get an activation, and then he'll go again. Which is, it's good that I get to suddenly interrupt him, but it's bad because
No,
I now can't because he's reversed it.
because I've reversed it. So I.
But in theory, if I had done, I could have activated someone, and then you'd have had 2 activations on the bounce. But you know what?
So
Shit happens.
we are going to go for my minutemen.
They're the men of the minute.
Oh, I have to. So first action is going to be to move. So their quickness is 5. I think I've already established that 5. It won't quite get you, but these guys will be able to bump, bump, bump. Actually, no, you can.
You can
Touchy into there for the first action. Second action will be to open fire on the widowers.
Widowers.
Yes, I got it right!
Hey, I don't get it right either.
Boom!
Boom.
So it's my last action to shoot them.
Spidey bots and wheelie bots. That's what I call them.
Spidey bots and wheelie bots.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking little lady. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4 shots. So there's the 4 dice. My aim is 5. I've got one different to do, haven't I? Because he's different. So I shall use the other sexy red one for him because he hasn't got the. He's not touching the thing.
Oh yeah, correct.
So he doesn't get that modifier. So these guys.
I will double check. I think it's the unit.
Oh, is it?
Could be wrong.
Bear with.
Bear with. Cover action.
Bear with.
Bear arms. I think the American people should have the right to bear arms, assuming they can take the arm
Off
from
the
the bear without any
without using
technology.
a gun. Yes.
If you can just go in and take the bear.
If you can talk it out of giving you its arms. I mean, that was in the days when the flintlock was a weapon, not guns that can fire 2,000 rounds a minute. But that's as political as we get.
Down dash. We just hate all. Of
What are you looking for, mate?
Being in cover.
Ah, shooting over cover.
Is that free? Aha, yes.
Aha!
If a model in a unit, yes. So he won't get it, but the rest of the line will.
That's why.
You were right, but I just wanted to make sure.
That's why we're experts, mate.
Yeah.
I don't quite know what.
Giant
so,
bags.
this one will need a different number. So they are on an aim of 5. 4. So I need 6s on these, 7 on that. Well, hello.
That's random.
That's a fail.
Yeah, that's a crit. Crit fail.
Crit. Can't re-roll, and a hit.
Aye.
So that's 3 hits. That's a bad dobby.
So 3 hits. I'm not going to hunkered. So I've got 3.
At -1, which is irrelevant because you're constructs.
No, creations.
Oh, creations. Sorry.
So these are constructs. They're like your general, normal. We are built out of parts. Creations, which are generally speaking the large guys, are the next stage up. If you like. So the constructs don't get any bonuses, but they do get this one piece of terrain that's in the way. So that will negate the -1. So that their base grit, which is 4.
So you want 6.
So needing 6s. Fail. 1. So that'll be bloop, bloop, and then he'll be still alive. So we'll take away the closest. And they are, sadly, nearly doomed anew. I didn't take any of my things away. I should have done.
There. Hold on. If he dies, you get to reanimate him, don't you?
Whom? This guy?
Yeah.
Perhaps not now. I'll double check because within 6. Yeah, I think so. Yes.
So do they count as destroyed and then they reanimate?
So when the unit, I can use the special rule Carpathogen, which is very key to how the army plays, which would be the only time I've ever used it. When a construct unit within 6 is destroyed,
So it's counted as destroyed, so you still get the victory points for it if you had the right card.
if that was a thing that you wanted
Right,
to do.
that's
yes.
interesting. So now what I'm going to do then is to play action point, another second shot at him.
You'll be out of 12 now?
Probably.
No, you're in.
Oh, so
at least you're in for those 3.
So it's, what was I on, 6s?
6s and...
Did I say 6?
Yeah, 6s and
I'm
7s.
at 6 and
for the last
7.
one. Boom. Shellac-lack.
Correct. 2 hits and a no.
No, that 6 was a hit. It was 6s and 7s.
Oh. Blam, 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 blam.
So, 4 hits. Well, I guess I'm just going to be doing the normal stuff.
Right.
So, 4 needing 6s. Because of -1, +1.
Yeah.
6s. All of the things! None of the things. One of the things, and then he's so dead.
Victory point for taking out a unit in a shooty out thing.
Aye. So it gives you a victory point. However, you can use...
Yeah, now you can do your
Pathogen.
bullshit. But
This-
the important thing for me was you got destroyed,
Yeah.
then you can reanimate.
So it costs a fortune chip, which I'm spending for her.
Really? Oh. Don't have to.
Maybe use once per turn when a construct unit is destroyed within 6, which it was. Immediately D5 of the construct models, not wounds or anything. So if they were all like big scary things,
On 2 or 3.
I return to the play area within 3 inches of this unit.
Yeah.
Any model that cannot be placed does not return. It counts as having activated and gain the reanimated special rule.
Yeah, so
Now,
you
the
can't
reanimated
use them.
special,
That's interesting.
Yeah, and the reanimated special rule effectively gives them a limit of 1. So
Oh,
they're
right.
less
A lot less good. Less good? Ugh.
efficient, less oomphy,
Useful.
useful, less
Oomphy.
oomphy.
A lot less oomphy. I really
Oh,
no.
I'm going to check if I can. I don't know if I can. I don't.
It's a
know.
fumble, mate. So it's a
Oh,
one.
no, it is a fumble. You're
It's a
right.
fumble.
It is a fumble. I can't re-roll a fumble, so I get 1 back within 3. So we'll tuck you in there and go bleep bloop.
Bleep bloop the wonder slot.
Yeah. So
Wow.
I rolled a 1, which I could have re-rolled if I had the ability to re-roll, but I don't because it's a microphone. Boo.
Wow.
And they've counted, have activated.
That's useful.
Mm.
It's off to you, sir. See, it's just a tiny little
But it's
thing,
still
and all of a
nice to
sudden the
have them
game
back.
has changed.
Yeah.
I was
Well, what's
losing,
your
now
action
I've pulled it
points?
back a bit. See, that's how you use her. You keep her back. And then the minute anyone gets close to her, then you use your template.
Yeah.
What's her weapon then that does a template?
Galvanic discharge. I think she needs cream.
I think she needs more than a cream.
It's
Ooh.
got disrupt, which only works against robots and things like
yeah.
that. It does have a crit of brutal,
Which
so-
does doubles the hits,
double
yeah.
hits. It's a template, so I'm obviously firing the template,
Yeah.
and then we haven't used it, but a template, you pick the closest target, the initial target, which generally speaking is the closest person in the unit. So if I was him, say, I'd point it there.
There'd be
'cause
him
he's the
then.
closest.
Yeah.
And then if you hit them, it hits everyone else.
Yeah.
Which is
Templates
really
are
good.
really shitty.
But if you can, it's all about positioning, because
Yeah.
sometimes you might be able, I could do it to that guy. Well, actually, he's the closest one, so
Yeah.
I've got to do it to him.
Yeah.
Which is a key thing you need to concern yourself about.
I still like the way that
Pierce -2, rate of attack 1.
that it's 2 templates in one. I still like that
Yeah,
idea.
yeah, very good. So
What are you going to do, fella? Because he's activated.
he has now counted as activated. So I
Yeah.
can't activate him. But he's still there, so it's another dude you'll have to kill.
Oh, I said good day,
Or
sir.
is it another set of victory points you could get?
That's the thing.
Ooh. So I'm going to activate Big Bad John.
Yeah.
Big Bad John.
On
At the start of his
Big
activation,
Bad John.
removes the
Yep.
hunkered.
Still
And
disordered.
then I'm going to spend that to remove
get
the disordered.
Yep.
And that
So
would
just
do-
what did disordered do?
So disordered was -1 limit,
Yep.
and you can't become disordered again if you're already disordered. So I gained it from having the metal special rule,
Yep.
which is on your
Yep.
unit common rules.
That's right.
So he
Cracking
failed
little idea on the
he
cards.
failed a grit check, so he became metal. He became disordered instead of wounded and taken out
Yeah.
again. So he doesn't have like all his extra wounds because he's super tough, but he does have kind of an extra layer of survivability.
Yep.
But I still have 2 action points. I'm going to reveal this card and discard it to gain the following for this activation, which allows me to reload my fortune chips onto Augusta Byron because it's on anyone.
It's on anyone, isn't it?
It is on anyone.
It's only any one. Is it any one or any one? There's a difference
I
there.
will. If your adventure card has this symbol on it, you may reveal the card to restore a number of fortune chips on a unit of your choice,
Unit.
back up to their fortune
A
value.
unit.
So Augusta has gone back up to full.
Huh! Hello! I'm a wizard!
But I've still got 2 action points on him.
Yep.
So I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
shoot the glass. I'm going to spend 1 action point to shoot her, and I'm going to spend a fortune point to focus it
Interesting.
because of her largesse. That's 3 shots.
Yep.
We know we're within range because we've been shooting each other with intent for the
Yep.
last kind of turn or 2.
Yep.
So I've got a base aim of 5,
Mm-hmm.
becomes an aim of 7,
Mm-hmm.
needing 3s to hit.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Wow!
3
That's
hits.
3 hits. So I will spend a point from Bill
2 9s and a 6, which is
to
3 hits,
hunker
no
down.
Grit. Sadly, no grit.
So my guts is now
Grit.
5. Grit, guts, all the fucking same. 5, 6. What's your modifier to your weapon?
-2.
6, 5, 4s. So I'm looking for 2, you say?
3. So
3.
roll them in order.
Looking for 6s. So first one, saved.
Does it?
Second one,
Boo!
saved. Third one,
Is a 1.
wah,
There's
wah,
nothing you can do about
wah. No.
Nothing
But,
you
however-
nothing you can do about it.
I can do Quicken the Dead.
You can. So here's a common rule, unit common rule, Quicken the Dead. If we read it out. Once per turn, which this is, a unit with this rule may declare after failing a grit check that instead of being hit and wounded, they make an unmodified quick check. Should they pass the quick check, the hit is ignored. Should they fail it, they are wounded as normal.
Because they've kind of just gone.
You may not use it against blast or torrent.
It's not blast or torrent.
No.
So
What's your grit?
my grit is 6. Grit. I thought it was.
Sorry, quickness. Sorry,
6.
6. So 4, which you get. So she managed to matrix out the way.
You
She hasn't
move
taken-
like they
Because he
do.
hasn't taken any wounds. but
Oh.
She has used that for the turn.
She's
She
used
can't
that.
use it
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
So I've got 1 action point left. I'm going to. I'm going to do a move action.
Mm-hmm.
Which will be my quickness of 4. So my quickness of 4. We'll put in there. Which I know. Why would I do that? Oh, hello. At the end of my activation, if one of my face units is within 5 of the centre of the play area, I get an extra victory point.
Oh, you cock!
Oh no!
No! No!
Hugging the centre of the table puts me up to 5. Took
Awesome.
some shots at you, didn't necessarily use it in the best possible way, but I got the victory points.
1. So I'm fucking still surprised he's alive, to be brutally honest. So he's gone, yeah?
He has activated.
So it's...
Blam. Draw, bitch.
Yeah, draw. Ready? Yeehaw! 2.
I'm drawing the wrong fucking card.
You fucking chimp.
Oh.
Oh, 1.
Boo.
So... Oh... 2 points.
That's exactly when I didn't want a 1. So you've got her, and you've got
I know, Wild Bill.
Crazy William.
Crazy William. See, even if I kill him, she's still within range of that. But John's gone. So what I might do is I'm gonna do, my move is 6. So I could zoom her to there.
Yeah, maybe in like 3 turns you can get over there.
Yeah, well I kind of got to bank on the fact that maybe on the last turn I get a whole fucking rake of... I've still got the 5 lurking. But she's still only got a limit of 3. Fucking 3. So...
As far as I remember,
what I can do is just move forward, because then I can fucking contest it. So Grace is going to do, because she's got these really long legs.
So let me, like, I don't want to be...
Oh, here you fucking
No,
go. Go on.
No, I'm just checking.
Check on contested.
Yeah. Is it points amount or is it what? Because I thought, as far as I remembered, it was... But now obviously it's against me, so I'm thinking different. Because that's how games
You
work, right?
cock.
Do, 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 do.
I also I fucking hate you.
If you have, in supply run, which this is, a token is controlled if you have 1 or more models within 3 inches of a token, with no enemy models within 3 inches.
So as long as I'm within 3.
So if you're there, you'll contest it.
Yeah. So she'll have first action to move to there. I so love these little fucking things. To there. Hunked's gone. So she'll move to there for 1 action.
Oui.
And then second action, she will have a shot on that. So she is on. Oh! Ooh. No, yeah, on her, on that.
So you in the cover?
No.
Based
I'll use my chase pistols. So I'm at a -1 to my aim. My aim is 6, 5, 4. Because I'm doing double pistols.
So it costs you... Oh yeah, no, if you're just
1
taking
shot.
the shots...
Yeah.
you're using the revolver fan.
Yeah.
Have you got gunfighter?
It's not revolver. Oh, it is revolver fan.
So how many shots has it got base?
It's got 2.
So you can make 2 shots?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. No, you were getting me
I was getting myself confused, yeah. So I'm on, my aim is 6. So that's a no.
1 hit.
But that's a yes! 1 hit.
1 hit in heaven.
It's a -1. Oh, that's actually a critical, because that's refined.
What does the crit do?
It doesn't. It just gives you a 9. It allows me to crit on a 9.
So the pierce is...
-1.
So the pierce is -1. You're not in base to base with this, so
No.
I do get the cover.
Yep.
So it's -1 +1. I'm on a grit of 4, needing a 6. That's a 10.
Oh, motherfucker!
Hello.
Well, that was just
My
rude.
name is
wasn't it?
Nego Montoya. You
Yeah.
killed my father. Prepare to die.
Blah, blah, blah. So she's gone.
So it's me.
It's you, sir. With your
With my
1 point.
With my 1
What you gonna
action
do,
point.
bitch, with your 1 point in heaven?
I would like to kill you.
I'd rather you didn't.
In the in the game. I think.
There's 1 turn after this. This is a real tight fucking game. Oh, what you gonna do when they come in? You get sticky.
Getting sticky with it. No.
No. Get sticky with it. We are
Badness.
pathetic.
So You've got all of the things.
La 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 la.
I really want you to be dead, but then it means me standing all the way over there. So I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to spend 1 action point to move. I'm just gonna. What?
Rich, I may have watched the bit in a video where Straw farts several times on loop. Tears.
Well, you fart.
I don't even remember that.
Oh, unsurprising. So I've got a quickness of 5. I'm going to jog. I'm going to make a quickness.
Oh, she's running away.
So that's gone, and that's gone.
Run away!
So that's that. I'm going to focus it to give me an extra couple of inches.
Yeah. See, Pete the Dwarven DM has just replied, farts.
Farts. So I'm missing there.
No idea. I don't remember anything.
So that's a move. So that's 1 move action.
Yeah.
So I've moved and dashed to there. So
Yeah.
that's 1 move action.
Yeah.
Right. And then I'm going to spend 1 fortune point
Yeah.
to have an extra action,
Yeah.
and I'm going to have a shooty action
Ah, you slag.
at you. So you're the target in line.
Yes.
Fortunately, you're the only person I hit, which is good.
Yes.
I'm tucked in. Against that.
Grab this.
So I have got an aim of 6. So I'm at the thing. So 6 means I need a 4.
Doesn't it cover?
No, because I'm touching it. Touching you, sweet. And I've got a torrent, so I ignore.
Ah, right up.
So disrupt you ignore. So needing a 4. Blam! Which is a 2, which fails. Hooray! Hooray for Hollywood, but not Paul Hollywood.
He's a dick.
Although, achieve the following at the end of your activation if one of your boss units is within 5 inches of the centre of the area.
Fuck off!
Score 1 victory point!
You fucking knob cheese, jockey bitch.
You choose 1 knob and ride it.
So she's done, yeah?
The ascots.
So that just leaves.
And then she gets her points back.
That just leaves me then. With
Does.
old Bill.
Crazy William, his penis. Oh, hang a minute. Oh yeah, because of you've got more.
Ah, yeah.
How have you got more?
Oh, yeah, because stuff happened and you lot died.
Oh, because they.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right.
He's got 4 action
He's got
points.
4 action points.
Ooh, what's he gonna do when they come for you? Gonna kill him, stab him in the neck, knives.
4 action points. Right, well, first thing I need to do is to make sure. That went in my bell. I fucking punched you square in the balls.
I would have chuckled hard.
4 action points. I'm within 3, so that's so I don't need to move. That's irrelevant. That's irrelevant. My rifle has a range of 18, so I can hit him.
So another thing that Reanimated does, so it's got a limit of 1, already activated until next turn. He can't reanimate again.
Once
So
it's
I
gone,
can't-
it's gone. Oh,
Yeah,
right.
so you can only bring him back once.
Okay. Can I have a extendable, please? What? Hey! Hey!
You like to watch it go in, don't you?
Oh, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to have 1 point. 1 point to shoot that
Will you eat?
with my riffle.
Yarp.
Rate of fire 1.
Yarp.
Rolling to hit. It's over 12 inches.
So minus 1 aim.
So my aim is now 6. I need a 4 to hit.
That's a crit.
Boom!
Crit a little.
Crit doesn't do anything for this.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what's your piercing?
My piercing is -2.
So you don't get the cover because
It's
you're
a straight
closest.
line.
You're not worrying about it. 2 pieces of what, sorry?
Mine's 2.
-2. So I've got a grit of 4. Oh, it becomes a grit of 2.
8. Blah, 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 blah. Diggy. Roll your fucking dice.
So I need an 8. Bam!
Oh, he's got it.
If I could do that, like, on purpose, I'd win all of the monies. So he's alright. He took it. Pew!
Can you trace a line for me, darling? Can I hit?
I can try.
Big Bad John.
Big Bad John.
Whoa. It's centre, isn't it?
Yeah.
Christ, get out of the fucking way, you can't. Right, cheers. So that's first action to shoot at thingamajig saved. I'll then do 2 points to shoot again. Blam!
Right, so I needed an 8, didn't I?
Yep.
I needed an 8. Which that is not. But I'm going to focus it. No, I can't focus it. But I can toughness from her because of her sawbones rule.
Right.
So I need an 8. Which that is.
Whoa!
Yeah!
So that's 3 points. I've got a point left. Let's move to there. Oh! And that's him. Done.
Dum.
That's the end of the turn.
That is the end of.
You get +1.
Proverbial 2.
I get +1.
No, you get +1. I get plus nothing.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Oh my God.
Oh, 1 point in it so far.
1 point in it. I better rush to the fridge.
Yeah, good idea. Start at turn 5.
Oh, last turn of the game.
Wee.
Oh.
Normally, I just want to point out, normally their games don't take this long. However, we've been chatting bullshit and we've been trying to tell you how to play. So I think that gives us a little leeway. Normally, you'd be knocking probably half an hour off of this. But if you were just playing it as a...
Well, if you stop fucking talking shit.
Oh, fuck off.
Random tangent wank bags.
Random tractor.
But this has been, again, it might only be like 1,000
It always
points.
comes...
But every fucking time we've played Waxodus, it gets to that point where you're like, shit! It's like, it's... And that's the beauty of the fact that they can get wounded so quickly.
You're never quite sure what's going to happen.
Because they're not uber hard, are
One day.
you? People aren't uber hard, they're just normal humans, apart from latest mutants. But, you know, you don't get any tougher the more experienced you get.
No.
I love this game, I really do love this game.
So determine initiative.
Come on, bitchy. 21.
23.
Oh, it's Parky!
Oh, you saucy bitch!
Parky's up first!
So
Good
then
night, Grace!
So we've already discarded
Hold on,
our
he
adventure
get-
cards.
And he gets his points back. Oh, yeah!
So we've already discarded our cards,
Oh, yeah.
so we can draw.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, good lord, here we go.
Maybe.
Right. No. Yeah, I said good day, sir. Okay, that's a possibility. Just my choice. Just I don't
So
think.
I was going first, wasn't
Yeah. Damn it, Janet.
I love you. Oh, Brad. Right, random tangent.
No! Make it a quick random
It's a quick
tangent.
one. So, Emmerdale the other night. So there's a couple of gay fellas in there, right? And one of them's got a new boyfriend, and he was speaking to his new boyfriend, and the new boyfriend said, "We're going to watch a video next week. What do you fancy?" And he's like, "Oh, I don't know, Rocky horror, something like that." He's like, "All right, okay." So he orders Rocky horror, and of course the guy meant Rocky, as in his favourite film of boxing, or horror, with like something horrible, and the other guy's gone like, "The Rocky horror, right? Let's sing along. We're gonna go to this place," and it didn't end well. But
To be brutally fair, mate, that didn't start well,
but
did it?
it's all about context, isn't it? But
Well,
to be fair,
so
you'd
they
hope
say.
that if you knew Like I would say Rocky Horror. Yeah, fucking I'd go and see that.
Yeah,
Gravy.
you fucking would.
They remade it. I haven't seen the remake. Not
Richard
bothered.
O'Brien. Right.
I always felt genuinely sad that he didn't get any of the royalties. So, it's me. I've got initiative.
Yeah.
We take our activation doodads off. And then I have how many activation points? Blam! A big 3. An equally big 3. Pardon me. So I would like that to happen. So I'm going to activate Double BJ.
Big Bad John.
Big Bad John. John
Big
Younger.
Bad John.
Whoa.
I don't care. It does not get old.
Whoa.
It's just a whoa.
So do I do? No, I just unload. Unleash hell! So I'm going to do all the pews. I'm going to do all of the pews.
Pew pew, Barney McGrew, cut the dibble grub.
Indeedy doodle.
Well, I say good day, sir.
So I'm going to shoot you.
In the face, your face, not my face.
So we've got 3 action points. I'm going to spend 1 action point to shoot, 1 action point to focus, and 1 action point to revolver fan. So that's my first action. 3 action points to shoot you with 6 shots.
Oh, Gracie, you could be in trouble, love.
1, 2, 3,
Ugh.
and I'm going to do 3 and 3.
Okay.
So I'm on aim 5 becomes aim 7 becomes aim 5 because of focusing and revolver fan.
Yes.
Bam! So the 1 misses. The 6 and 7 both hit.
I will spend my Uno Pointo to go hunkered. What the fuck? Your minus is...
Minus 2.
So I'm on a guts of 5, 4, 3, 4. So I want 2 shots of 6s.
1 through.
1 through.
Which you can... Has he got points? Can he
No, but she's got... Quicker than dead!
New turn, she can do that.
Yes, she can. So that one's okay. That one's failed. So it's a quickness test at 6.
That's
Boom.
a 10. Blam.
That's a 10.
She's alright.
Yep.
She's done that.
Yep, quick and dead's been done.
Okay.
You've got another 3 shots, mate.
Oh, I do, don't I? Ha 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 ha! Needing a 5. Blam!
Oh!
Oh, yes! I'm going to jizz in your face. So I've got 1, that's 2, and a third which is a crit. Crits do overcharged. I'm just going to check what overcharged
The
does.
fuck does that do?
I don't know, I'm going to look at it now. I'm going to have a little look. So, overcharged. A weapon with this quality, which this is on a crit, gains the disrupt. Disrupt doesn't matter because it's only against robots. And hazard for the duration of the action. If the weapon already has both of these qualities, it gains lethal as well. Well, I don't. I
So
do
you get hazard.
hazardous.
Which
so
you test at the end of the...
No, well, you are hazarded.
What's
now.
hazarded? Which one's hazarded, mate?
Yellow. Yeah. Yes, it is.
Okay, and that's done
So
at the end of the
turn. You will.
And I've got 3 guts grit checks to make.
3
At 5,
minus 2.
3. Ooh, no points to spend on this.
Pew pew.
No.
So the hazard doesn't matter because she's dead.
Grace dies.
Haven't I achieved the following?
No!
Shoot action this turn, going for.
I
1
said
victory point.
good
Puts me on to
fucking
7 of your
day, sir.
victory points.
But it's my action on 3.
He's gone. All of his action points are gone. I could do other things.
Damn it, Janet.
I love you.
All right. Okay.
I just
So
want to double check if I've got. So I've spent those. Do I want to do anything else? No. Nobody. Nope.
and I like that because like these points don't get allocated to someone.
Yeah.
You know,
can
like
then do
oh,
something
put
else.
this on for her. Oh, she's dead.
It's a very fluid game, which I really like. There's no, even when you like scoring points here and doing various things, there's no like. As much as we all love 40k because we love the background and we love
It's,
the
yeah, that's the
history of
thing.
it.
We love 40k because of the background
Yeah.
and the models. It's not because of the rule set.
And what I realised a little while ago is like, you know how to play 40. Everyone knows how to basically play 40k. Like, you know the basic rules of like, we all move, we all get 4s to hit or 3s to hit, we all get this to wound, and then we make an armour save. And it's kind of like you could just pick up 40k in a couple of years and still go, it's basically
Oh,
the same
not much has
game.
changed, yeah. That's why it's going to be interesting to play the new Necromunda compared to the old Necromunda. You know, 'cause I love the old Necromunda, the old Necromunda. Right, however, right at the
Anyway,
moment,
sorry.
my Minutemen are going to
like
open
the
fire.
fluidity of this.
I love that word fluidity because that's
Fluidity.
exactly the way the game is. It's ebbs and flows, and it's no like, oh, you're definitely winning, I might as well stop fucking playing.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden you can just go, right card. Whoa, there we go.
It doesn't feel too random. It's got a nice balance of being.
And even though you are using decks of cards, it does not feel that random. So, my Minutemen are going to open fire on John Younger.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's 4 of them.
They do have the dead-eyed skill, do they not?
They do indeed.
So ordinarily
they would have to
they
shoot
would have
him.
to shoot him because you're the closest target, but they don't.
So, 4 shots at him.
Yarp.
They are on an aim of 5. So, it's going to be 5s to hit.
Boom.
Hit, no. Bill. I'll do 1 from Bill to do a reroll. So no, so it's 2 hits. Modifier is -1.
Okay, so he ignores that because of his creation.
Yeah.
So it goes back onto his grit of 6.
Yeah.
Becomes 4s to save. And how many hits? Sorry.
2.
2. So the first one
Saved.
saved, and the second one
Saved.
He's made of tougher stuff.
He is,
because
and
they
then
found tough bodies. To
2
make him
points to shoot the game.
animal. Aye.
So we were looking for 5s.
5 him 5 5s.
1, 2,
Buckle your face.
2, and they are both crits.
But unimportant crits.
And we'll do another one, just for a reroll. 3 hits.
So 3.
-1, which you ignore.
So 6 becomes 4. Pass.
Pass.
Oh,
John Younger, you're a cop!
Big Bad John!
Oh, Big Bad John. Motherfucker! Oh, he's awesome in this one, isn't he?
He's come across well. He's
So they're like, just like,
business.
I'm still here, you snakes!
He has done.
Back to you, sir.
So, oh,
Wow.
crikey, I'm wasn't expecting to actually survive and stuff
That would have been points in the bag.
in the proverbial
Fuck!
bag. Oh, it's us to.
It's you, mate.
Is that me?
Yeah, I went first.
Oh, you went first. Okay, just so we know. Whoa.
Wow.
So
Wow.
that.
And you've only got him and that.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I guess what I'm going to do.
Murder you all!
So I believe, as the Spartans would say, this is madness. Oh no, they wouldn't. So, oh, someone in a foot just.
Got to move though, get line of sight, fella.
What? Here's him.
Yeah? Who? What, from him?
Her.
Oh, you're measuring from them?
No, I'm measuring from him.
Oh, yeah, he's...
So he's going to shoot. Shoot the shoot him!
No, motherfucker!
So I'm going to shoot him with my gun. Because that's the thing. So he's got an aim of 4, because he's a bit shit.
Yeah. I'm in the open.
Needing a 6.
Mm-hmm.
To hit. Needing a, within 12. So we just measured it. I'm just going to check it.
That looks more than 12 to me.
That is.
You've got a big penis, Parky.
That's. Right. It's more than 12 by a millimetre.
Yeah, that's what she says.
So a +1 or -1. So 3. It becomes 7 to hit.
7's to hit.
Blam!
It's a crit! I can't make you re-roll it!
Take the balls! Take the balls and make the shaft.
But am I gonna... I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to spend my point to hunker.
I don't get a bonus for
Hunker! Hunker cat! Ho! So he's... Fucking hell, he's shooting me, the little cheeky cunt!
Pierce
So-
-2.
Pierce -2, it's 1 hit, wasn't it?
1 hit.
1 hit! My grit is 6, 5, 4,
+1 for that. For hunkered.
5, so many 5s to... Oh! But I've got metal or quicken the dead. Which do you want?
Well, it's up to you.
I don't know.
You can roll a quick on the dead first.
What's metal do?
Metal means you become disordered rather than dead.
Yeah, fuck that. We're gonna quicken the dead. My quickness is 6.
In the 4, it's unmodified no matter what. You are fine, but that has done. That's
I
gone.
move like they do.
So I'm going to spend my second 2 points to have another shot.
Yeah.
Aim 4 becomes aim 3, needing 7 to hit. BAM! Fail.
Not that time, bitch. So he's gone. Wow.
Ooh.
And that's the end of that. So you've still got her to go, and I've got Bill. So, and I'm going first.
BAM! Oh, I've only got 1 action point.
Ooh!
Big 3. Big 3.
Ooh!
Can you save the day? Probably not.
What's the range between me and... Oh, I can't shoot. I can't shoot John because the little bugger's in the way, isn't it? I've got to shoot the bugger first.
What? Unless you've got Dead-Eyed.
Well, Bill hasn't got Dead-Eyed.
Then you have to shoot the nearest target unless you're within 12. Which they are not.
Those I can't move too fucking far away from the thing! Oh, you cunt!
So let's just double check Dead-Eyed.
Yeah.
12 inches away. So yeah, normally you would, if you were within, if you had Dead-Eyed, you could determine who you shot at. However, you have to shoot the closest target, unless we were all here-ish, in which case then you could pick, because we're all within that 12.
Oh, it's the last turn of the game. Let me have a little fucking think here. Last turn of the game.
12 is your sweet spot.
12 is the sweet spot. Right, so either I hang back and hope and get a victory point. Well, fuck that. No, I've got 3 fucking points here.
You could charge in and kill everyone.
So what I'm gonna do?
I don't even try.
Was it in? Was it in?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, you can't.
It bounced off the rim again though.
Yeah. Thanks for throwing beer all over my fucking carpet, you cock. Right, with 3 points, I could...
Everyone likes a nice dribble.
I've still got 1 point on him from that. So I could... move. I need to get within 12 for the shot, don't I? Can you just get your... So... his move is 6. So moving 6 forward would then put me within...
Yeah. He'd then be within...
Yeah. So I'm going to have to do it. So 6 gets me to...
It's a full length.
Full length. 6 goes from there to there. I'm now basically saying fuck that victory points last turn. So I go to there. That puts me within 12, is it? Yep.
Yeah.
So that's
you can now shoot at whom you desire.
that's one action.
Whomever you so desire to be shootings.
Aimed shot at John.
Mm-hmm.
So my aim is 7, 8, 9.
So you've moved once.
What's the range?
Aimed shot.
What's the range?
It's in 12.
Don't care about 12.
You are 10 3/4.
Motherfucker! Alright, I'll take the let's get the pistols. So it's one shot from the rifle.
I mean, I'll double check it. I don't want you to feel like you're losing out. But that
No,
is,
it's out, mate, it's out, it's fine. So, I'm going to take my shot.
With your rifle.
I'm in my rifle. I'm on aim of 7.
Yep.
There's no modifier.
Nope.
9. Fuck off. Right, that hits. That hits. -2.
-2. So ignore 1 because of my creation, because I'm made of sterner stuff and body parts.
Mm-hmm.
So that puts me from 6 to 5.
Yeah.
Needing a 5.
Yeah.
To stay alive.
Stay alive!
Stay alive! Stay alive!
Can't!
Stay alive! Because I'm made of robot bodies and corpse parts.
And that is me done.
Da-da-da-dum. Right.
And it really doesn't matter.
It matters to me. Right, so I'm going to activate Augusta Baron.
Yep.
So she wants to have Anne move. She's going to move 5.
The worst thing is, if I'd done him then, right? That would have been 2 points.
No!
That would have put us even.
Yep.
But you'd have still won.
Oh,
motherfucker!
toffee food.
But you know what? It's
good.
It's still awesomely good. Oh, you slag!
Right.
Yeah.
So I spent 1 action point to move.
Yep.
That is done.
Yep.
I spent 1 action point to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to focus it.
Builds over. Yep.
So that gives me an aim of 8.
Oof. Hoogity boogity boogity for a 1!
That'll hit.
So you've hit me. I'm going to spend 1 point to hunker.
So just double check the disrupt. I believe is.
That's just robots, isn't it?
I believe so, but I want to double check it. Machine or construct model hit by it gains stunned or disordered. So
I am on a grit of 6.
-2.
6, 5, 4, 5.
Ooh.
6.
Kapla.
I'm okay.
Well done, you.
Little combat roll as he basically walked forward, tripped over, tried to fire at John, missed, but at that point she's then gone. He's like, oh, what?
So I'm going to move. I've done a shoot. I've got a limit of 3, so I've got an action left. Given it's the end of the game, I'm going to spend 1 to give me an extra action point. That action point to do a second combat action, which will be another shoot, and I'm going to focus it again.
Yep.
Which will be all my points.
All of the points.
Out
All on this.
just to see if I can get crazy, bonkers, like maximum damage, uber special thing.
Let me kill Bill.
So
Kill Bill. Oh.
6 becomes 8.
Ah.
That'll hit.
Okay.
It won't do anything fancy.
So the modifier is
-2.
-2. So my grit is 6, 5, 4, 5. So I'm on a 5.
Which you do, so you are tough enough.
Oh, and that
So that's her done.
is her done. You get a point from there.
I do get a point from
I
there.
get nothing from there.
So that gives me an 8.
8 to 5. But it could have been.
Could have had if I'd have killed him, I'd have had a boss point, an extra victory point. But you know
See, if
what?
I'd have killed him, I'd have had 2.
Good
I'll
game.
tell you what, I fucking love this game.
I do.
So, all of the War Cradle guys, thank you so much for taking this game over and pumping some new life into it. Because the whole system is just,
and giving it
sexy. Love it.
I really like how it plays. I like that there seems to be, from my point of view, enough randomness to make it
exciting,
unpredictable and exciting without it being too random.
Yeah.
Because one thing that I can understand.
My other chance was I could have run him into your zone, but that was only a point.
One thing that I think people complain about a lot of games, not just this or anything else, but games generally, is sometimes they can be too unpredictable. But actually, when you think about it, you're a general of an army, and you're going, you go over there and do this, and you go over there and do that, but you don't know how it's going to end out. So you just have to deal with that.
And of course, the other argument, or the other side of the argument, to that is life is unpredictable.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and as you said, you know, if you're the general, you mentioned this in the last video. If you're a general up on the hill going, "Oh, you guys over there!"
And it turns out they, you know, went out at the wrong moment, and 3 of them got mowed down with a machine gun, and suddenly that's that whole.
Yeah.
That's like 3 guys out of that unit of 10, and suddenly they're ineffective or whatever.
Well,
Love it.
I tell you what, there is.
I kill pathogens.
Yes, you bastard!
That's the first time I've ever
But you
done
only
it.
brought one back.
I know, but it's the first time I've done it. I'm happy.
But that was such a fun little game.
Yeah.
Really, and that's like
Scales
you've
well.
got a boss, a face, and 2 units.
Yeah.
That's
Scales
1,000
really
points, and that's a really entertaining game.
I'd happily play that at 1,000 points. I mean, admittedly, we've got more than that, but
Fucking
I'd happily
1,000.
play it.
One of these days we're gonna go right, Parky. Let's do 2,000 fucking points. Let's boom.
Big old 6x4.
We'll do a 6x4 and just fucking get the shiz out.
To be fair, we could probably do a 3,000 without worrying about it. I wouldn't be surprised because of the way Outlaws work as well.
Yeah. But no, seriously, well done to the War Cradle guys. You know, Stuart and all the rest of you.
Yeah.
You've done such a great job. You know, we liked the whole concept of the game from the start. That's why we had the first box set, because we liked the idea of it. Being Deadlands players from back in there,
It's got that kind of steampunky,
it has.
weirdness, magic-y feel.
and then I read the rules and I was like, what? No, I don't understand any of this. And then all of a sudden, you took the game over and changed it, and we're like, okay, we don't know what we're doing now. But we were fortunate enough to help in on the playtesting.
And that
Fucking
has made a massive difference. I mean, at the moment, I think they're on 1.4
Yeah, it's 1.4
of the cards.
Yeah,
And they are changing again before they're released. Which, on the one hand, you can say...
No, this is 1.3.
It's 1.3.
These are ones I printed off today.
It's easy to say, like, oh, well, why keep releasing cards? But I know that it's tweaking these things.
It's a card.
Yeah, and it makes it really, having that ability to balance a game
and keep it going.
Because this is 1.4 you say we're on now.
Well, this is 1.3. You said 1.4, but it's 1.3.
We were on 1.4.
I printed my ones off today because I didn't have any.
So after the playtest, we were on 1.0, and now even after the playtest, we're on 1.3. And then once they've refined that and put it in 1.4, they're going to keep that every year.
1.4 set for a year.
Yeah. And then it will be a yearly, like, we've got it all balanced, we know what we're doing. Not that they didn't know what they're doing, but I mean, having the ability to balance it via playtesting and stuff, I think has made a real difference during the game.
Yeah.
And it really feels tight and kind of controlled.
It does feel good, doesn't it?
Even within a random thing, because you have to be aware that any kind of playtesting, when you take in a random thing like dice, and then a random thing like a deck of cards, and another random thing like a deck of cards,
that's like three random things,
and it could very easily just be like, fuck it, doesn't matter, anything could happen. But realistically, you go, well,
technically though, it's 3, but you can take the big cards and double it, can't you? Because it's 2 different events on it. So
there's lots of more things you can do. And I was lucky. I say lucky, but I had the middle ground, and I was gaining victory points from that. But if I didn't have that, I could have used the card for something else.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'd lost the
That's
card.
the beauty of the fact that, you know, on one card you get 2 options.
Yeah.
And, you know, a lot of the times, and this is they've obviously thought about this, because a lot of the time, one of these bits you can do, the other bit you might be able to do.
Depending on how your army
Yeah,
list is or whatever, yeah.
It's beautifully done. I love it.
Yeah, I do. And I really like not knowing what my opponent's going to do, because I hate when, you know, I mean, we talk about 40k because it's the archetypal game that everyone knows. But when you go, here's my lineup, this is what I'm going to do, and you go, okay, you don't even have to tell me.
I'm going to sit here while you move your entire army.
Yeah, you just let me know
and then,
what wounds I've taken.
And then you shoot your entire army.
Yeah.
And then...
And even if you didn't, like, you still know what's going to happen. Whereas with this, it's like, well, actually, I've got 3 action points. Oh God!
But the thing
I've only
is,
got 1. What am I going to do now?
They did change it in Necromunda, didn't they? It's like, I move, activation,
yeah.
1 plus, you move, activation. Maybe you know, the bigger companies will learn from the smaller companies. I don't know. I think the smaller companies have got the whole thing in the bag when it comes to unit activation. You don't need to, like, right, you move your entire army first. It just doesn't... It's not an experience, is it? It's a case of, right, so you're doing Tyranids, I'm doing Orcs. Right, well, we're going to set up. Right, who's going first? I'm going first. Right. Okay, do you want to sit down and get a book?
Yeah.
While I move everything.
We literally had that at one point. I mean, as much as, you know, and you don't want to be rude, but on the other hand, if you're going to be an hour, like... I don't need to be here.
I'm going to sit here and drink.
Yeah.
You know, it's... And as we said, you know, the thing is with 40k is we love the background.
Mm.
But you could do so much more with the system. And you guys have proved it, because this is a fucking lovely little system.
I love it.
Love it to bits.
And it felt like everything was involved. Everything was was doing something.
There's no... And the thing I like about the fact that all your big heroes, they don't have that many wounds. There's no point in the game where I'm thinking, right, well, I'll just send him in here to do that, then he'll do that, then he'll do that. I'm like, fuck you, I'm keeping him out of the way, mate. I don't want heroes to die.
No.
And they can, and that's, you know, every dice roll you play in this game is important.
Yeah.
There is no dice roll that's like, yeah, I'll just roll dice for this one. Because it doesn't work, does it? Everything's important. Every single shot you take has a consequence.
And even the hands units, who are your bods, they're still useful and important. They're not just throwaway guys. You know, they still do things. You can put special weapons in there that are important.
Yep.
You can use them as bullet sponges for other things that is important. You can use them to claim objectives, which is important. They're not just standing there going, oh, just orcs or goblins and just fucking push forward and throw dice away. They are useful.
This game is up in my top 3 of this year at the moment.
Yeah. I think it's done really well.
Because, you know, we've got Guild Ball. Guild Ball's always going to be in our top 3.
Yeah,
unless things change.
Well, no, I mean, unless they do anything crazy.
It's always going to be up there. This is now like in our top 2 at the moment.
But interestingly, I really like how different this is to Guild Ball.
Oh God, yeah.
Because Guild Ball is, I wouldn't say it's a maths game, but you have to be aware of. But there is a certain amount of understanding the system and understanding the maths behind it and going.
That's probably why I lose.
This is optimal, and I'm going
because
to do this.
I play for fun.
Yeah.
I play for a story.
I don't mean that in a negative sense.
No, I
understand
that.
It is a maths.
Yes.
You have to if you know how things work,
then
you're going to do better at it.
Yes.
Whereas this is more of a narrative game. You know, it's more of a understanding who's doing what and where they are, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think that people have got confused with narrative, meaning like, oh, it's not a tournament game. Well, there's nothing wrong with it not being a tournament game. Although I think this probably could be a tournament game. If you were to play this as 1,000 points, or even 1,500 points on a 4x4 table, you could play this as a tournament game. If you had...
You've only got 5 turns, but I still think you would need to put a timer or something in it. Because people could...
potentially,
yeah.
But 5 turns is good.
But, this is the thing, the problem I have, I was chatting with the Twisted guys, 7P, and they're like, well, people have complained it's not a tournament game.
Yeah,
well, no, it's not, because
it's
it's a story game. And it's the same with this. I don't think this is the sort of game, personally, I would not want to play at a tournament because I like the stories too much.
Yeah.
And I will sit there and go, right, well, he's doing this because of this and that's that. Yeah, it makes sense. I don't want to have to think, oh, I need to write this. Right, that's that many dice people there. That's that many dice people there. And I've got to do that.
I could see this work though, if one wanted to as a tournament.
You could.
Because for me, having had a think about it, I think there were a couple of rules that most, if not all, forces have. That would be key. So, for example, these widowers with the spider bots, as I call them.
Beep, beep, beep.
So they have an ability called Agile, which allows them to move up and down.
Yeah,
terrain.
you've done that when we did the docks.
So,
you know.
yeah, and I think that is a tournament
With
thing that one
Mantis.
could do, and like nip, nip, nip.
But-
I've got this thing, and I'm up here.
Okay, but the thing is with that, when you're talking about tournaments, with Guild Ball, you say, right, you've got a 10-man roster. How would you work
For me, having come from the first time you and I ever went to a tournament was with the 10-man roster. With what if it wasn't a 10, it was an 8. But the first time we went was a Guild Ball tournament, and that had a team and a roster. And I think, for me personally, if I was going to go to a tournament for any system, I would like a bumper or a roster or whatever you want to call it. So I'd have 1,500 points with an extra 250 that I could max in.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because you don't want to go up against a team or an enemy, and you go, "Aha! I've got this team," and they've got the they've got the paper to your rock, if you like.
Yeah,
and
didn't
you go, War Machine?
War Machine kind of did that, didn't it?
I don't know.
No,
They may well have done.
apparently,
I don't know
yeah.
anything about that game. Apart from what I've limited amount of seen that I've not had an interest in.
It has no interest
But
in
I'd get very frustrated if I went up against an opponent and went, haha, I've got the one thing that you're... Oh, okay.
Oh,
and
you
I've seen
cock.
it in Star Wars Armada. When it first came out, I watched a video, I think it was for the Fantasy Flight Championships, like the World Championships, and online there'd been a lot of discussion about a certain build that worked, and this was the build, and everyone played that, and for like a year everyone played it, and the one guy who won the championship played the one thing that they couldn't beat, and he went, well, everyone's playing this, I've designed a list for that, so this is the one that everyone's playing, I'm going to play the opposite of that, and then I win because of winning. And I'm like, well, actually, I'd rather be able, if I was in that situation, I'd rather be able to go, well, I'm going to take that out, put this in and that in, and suddenly we're a bit more, and it's more about how good you are, and less about, you've picked the right things on the internet.
I'm automatically going to win, yeah.
So I like a roster, or a, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are blathering on as we do.
So there you go, but, you know,
we love games.
This is part 4. We really enjoyed it. Yes, we had a beer whilst playing, but you know what? We can.
Let us know. Should I say this? I'm going to say it. You can disagree or not agree. I'm going to say this. Let us know in the comments down below if you want to see a certain... So this is part 4. If you want to see a certain part 5...
Oh!
If you want to see either a game or a discussion about a particular rule... or something specific about the game that you really want to see.
Let us know.
Well, what about this? Whether it be a rule or a turn thing or whatever it is, let us know in the comments down below. We might do that one day.
Well, we get 2 or 3. If we get 2 or 3 people saying, what about this? What about this? What about this?
Yeah.
Then we can make an episode out of it.
Yeah.
Just for you guys.
And just explain things or discuss things or.
But I think
what's useful or not.
One of the things you do have to remember though is because me and Parker have to play so many games, is we are not perfectly perfect in the rules, and I've always turned around and said we never will be, because it's not what we're about. We're not about teaching you how to play the game at the optimum way of winning.
No.
We're about playing the game for the story and the fun of playing the game.
I was saying to Straw either today or the other day, I envy people who do one game. Like if someone just play, if they've got a channel they just do 40k, great. I mean, I know I wouldn't love to do it, but I mean, it must be easy because you just need to know the rules once.
But because we have so many games that we love and want to play,
It's hard being us.
It's hard being us.
Well, it is if you tickle the balls.
Whoa! So until next time.
Don't forget to like and subscribe if you liked it. Want to subscribe if you don't like it. Don't want to subscribe.
Don't like it. Subscribe if you like it.
I'm
If you like
not
it,
usually saying as
subscribe.
well.
Until then.
Next time, stay
Spaffing.